September, and today is National Comic Book Day. On the Joe Show, these creative and inventive books have been entertaining children and adults for more than 200 years. While comic books have quite a storied history, they reached massive popularity in the 1930s. By the mid-1940s, comic books were outselling traditional books. From Spider-Man to Batman to Superman, we all know a little something about these sketched panel books. Today, National Comic Book Day. On the Joe Show, it is also National Lobster Day, which you heard in the top hour news. Did you know that lobster was once considered peasant food? In the 1800s, lobsters were incredibly plentiful, and New Englanders could simply walk down to the beach and capture them during low tide. Many servants lived off of lobster during this time period. In fact, one Massachusetts community had to pass a law that limited how often you could serve lobster to your servants, a modest 3 times a week. Today is National Lobster Day. It is also National Comic Book Day on this Wednesday, September the 25th edition of The Joe Show. It is 859-238-WHIR to be a part of the show this morning. It's time for the national anthem as we start our show off honoring America as we always do. It's brought to you by Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Every morning to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Our phone number this morning, 859-238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. We'd love to have you right here on the Joe Show this morning to get your birthdays and your anniversaries on here. Let's celebrate some names on September 25th, celebrating birthdays. Here we go. Birthdays look like this on this Wednesday morning. Sam Vest having a birthday today. So is Sarah Jesse, Sharon Taylor, Judy Hampton, and Old Fort Harrod State Park Director David Coleman celebrates a birthday today as well. Coleman enjoying those 5 lovely people having birthdays on this September 25th. 859-238-WHIR. Again, it's Sam Vest, Sharon Taylor, Judy Hampton, David Coleman, Sarah Jesse. They're on the birthday list on this Wednesday morning. 859-238-WHIR. It is a Wednesday, the 25th day of September. That's 092524 on your calendar. Typical Wednesday morning show we have lined up for you. First guest comes on here this morning at 7:10. That is, of course, Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix, who will join the show this morning to talk about Rebel football. They're taking on Lexington Catholic this Friday night. And we'll talk with Coach Haddix about that Lexington Catholic offense today. 7:20, it is Danville head coach Frank Parks as the Admirals are on bye this week. Comes right in the middle of the season. And we'll talk with Coach Parks about how the Admirals are looking during their bye week and what they have to look forward to looking into next week where they play on a Thursday night against Campbellsville. That'll be with Coach Parks at 7:20. 7:40 County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. And this Wednesday we have I believe it's Alethea on this morning. I've got my days mixed up on who calls in what day on the Bull County Extension Office, but I think it's Alethea. Either way, we'll have someone on this morning at 7:40. In the 8 o'clock in the morning hour, State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe is on the show. 8:10, we'll check in with our state senator about what's going on the state level. That'll be at 8:10 this morning. 8:40 this morning. I'm sorry, we do not have someone on at 8:40 because it's a Wednesday. In the 9 o'clock in the morning hour, we have two guests on in the 9 o'clock in the morning hour, and I'm trying to remember. My mind's gone blank. 9:10 and 9:35, we have two guests on, and I'll let you know who those are coming up after this break. It's a busy show, I can tell you that much. 859-238-WHIR is the phone number to call in here, 238-9447. Starting you off with a look at early morning sports here on the Joe Show. Don't go anywhere. Sports coming your way in this date in country music history. The Houston Astros clinch the division title. The Pirates designate for assignment a player. The Pac-12 adds one more school. Those are the headlines on this Wednesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Wednesday morning sports. Starting off in Major League Baseball, where Jason Hayward delivered a go-ahead two-run home run, and the Houston Astros clinched their fourth straight American League West title with a 4-3 win over the visiting Seattle Mariners yesterday. Josh Hader notched a 4-out save for Houston, which overcame a dismal start to the season to capture its seventh division crown in the past 8 years. The Astros, 86-72 now, were 12 games below 500 on May the 8th and set 10 games behind Seattle for the division lead on June the 18th. Houston will host a best-of-3 AL wildcard series next week. Meanwhile, the Mariners fell 2.5 games back of the final wildcard spot with 4 games left. Staying in Major League Baseball, the Pittsburgh Pirates cut first baseman Rowdy Tellez with 6 games left in the MLB regular season. Normally, this move wouldn't mean much. However, Tellez was just 4 plate appearances shy of a massive $200,000 bonus, and fans are clamoring for Tellez to get his due. While nothing is confirmed, the most obvious reason for this is to save money. The Pirates have nothing to play for. They've been eliminated from playoff contention, so if Tellez was playing horrendously, taking him off the 28-man roster wouldn't help them. The team may try to claim that it was due to Tellez's poor play, but Tellez isn't playing that poorly. He's hitting .243, 691 OPS. He's below average for sure, but that's not so far that he's worth cutting. He's also tied for 4th in the team in home runs and 3rd in RBIs. In college football and college sports, the Pac-12 officially has its 7th member. Utah State will be joining the Pac-12 on July 1st. It announced Tuesday night, becoming the 5th Mountain West school to defect to the rebuilding conference. The Pac-12 said the conference board of directors voted unanimously to admit Utah State, which will compete in the conference in all sports beginning in the 2026-27 academic year. Utah State brings invaluable strategic insights and leadership that will greatly benefit our conference and its members, as well as a history of competitive excellence and success. Today marks another exciting step for the Pac-12, and it's just the beginning of Phase 2, Commissioner Teresa Gold said in a statement. The addition of the Aggies to the Pac-12 gives the conference now 7 universities. And in the National Football League, Pro Football Hall of Famer Brett Favre says he has Parkinson's disease, which he revealed during a congressional hearing in Washington on Tuesday. Favre testified in front of the House Ways and Means Committee, which is investigating how states are spending money intended for needy citizens. Sadly, quote, I also lost an investment in a company that I believe was developing a breakthrough concussion drug I thought would help others, Favre said. I'm sure you'll understand, well, it's too late for me because I've recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's. This is also a cause dear to my heart. Those are the headlines on this Wednesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Hi, I'm John Wells, General Manager at Bob Allen Motor Mall. If you've been putting off buying new tires, listen up. At Bob Allen, all tires priced at cost through the end of the month. That's right, priced at cost. Plus, there's no minimum or maximum tire purchase. All tire brands, all tire sizes. Priced at cost now through the end of the month. Bob Allen Motor Mall on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
A&M Diesel Automotive and Truck Repair in Danville, located on Lebanon Road, is family-owned and operated. A&M Diesel specializes in both diesel and gas repairs, such as brake work, front-end repairs, oil changes, tune-ups, and more on most all vehicles. They provide both major and minor repairs, and they're your Jasper engine and transmission dealer, plus Jeremy and Corey are both certified diesel mechanics, and they offer honest prices and walk-ins are welcome. For your appointment, call 859-332-7026. A&M Diesel, Lebanon Road in Danville.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, old Jackie boy, it's brought to you by our friends at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye Street. Call ahead for an appointment, 859-236-6686. They do water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and they fix paintless dent repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Showers, thunderstorms likely today, mainly before 2, a high of 74. Rain showers tonight, low of 60. Tomorrow, patchy fog in the morning, otherwise a cloudy day, a high of just 73. A low tomorrow night, 63. Another heavy rain night tomorrow night. On Friday, rain shower chances, high of 73, up to 2 inches of rain possible on Friday. At 6:25 in the morning, 67 degrees right here in Danville. 859-238-WHIR to get your birthdays and your anniversaries right here on the radio as we take a look at what celebrities are having birthdays on September the 25th. Cue up the music, please. And let's do a birthday party. Happy 80th birthday today to actor and producer Michael Douglas. Turns 80 years old. He's been in the movies Wall Street, Black Rain, Romancing the Stone, The Game, and The Basic Instinct, as well as Ant-Man and the Wasp. Michael Douglas, 80 years old today.
So I'm a terrible partner. Foster, he hasn't had one good idea in his unremarkable career.
But his idea about the diffractors could work, right?
Fine, one decent idea. Except I eliminated diffractors when I upgraded the suits.
Michael Douglas, 80 years old. Catherine Zeta-Jones turns 55. She's an actress. The Mask of Zorro, Chicago, Intolerable Cruelty, Lay the Favorite, The Terminal, Ocean's 12, Entrapment, and the Netflix series Wednesday. Catherine Zeta-Jones, 55.
I'm told girls your age say hurtful things. I shouldn't take it to heart.
Fortunately, you don't have one.
Finally, a kind word for your mother.
There you go, 41 years old today for Donald Glover, who's an actor and singer, a.k.a. Childish Gambino. Been in the movies Magic Mike, XXL, Spider-Man, Homecoming, Solo, A Star Wars Story, and the television shows Community and Atlanta. Donald Glover, 41 years old today.
Could I ask you a question, Captain Calrissian?
Anything, Han? It's Han, but that's okay. I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true. Everything you've heard about me It's true.
Donald Glover, 41 years old today. Another Star Wars star, Mark Hamill, turned 73. Of course, we know him best as playing Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. Also been in the movies The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, Time Runner, Village of the Diamond, Kingsman, The Secret Service, and The Flash. Mark Hamill, 73 years old.
Short for a stormtrooper?
Huh? Oh, the uniform.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
You're who?
I'm here to rescue you. I've got your R2 unit. I'm here with Ben Kenobi.
Ben Kenobi? Where is he?
Come on.
Mark Hamill, 73 years old today. Bunch of celebrity birthdays on this September the 25th. There you go.
On this day in country music.
Starting off on this day, country music history, 1930, Shel Silverstein was born. American poet, singer, songwriter, cartoonist, screenwriter, and the author of children's books, and a popular country music songwriter as well. It was on this day, country music history, 1935, Royce Kendall was born. Singer from the duo The Kindles, who released 16 albums and had a handful of #1 hits. And it was on this day, country music history, in the year 1972, where Tammy Wynette released her 11th album. It was an album called My Man, which peaked at #2 on the Billboard Country Album Charts. And that's what's gone on this date, September 25th, in country music history. Starting off on this day, 1930, Shel Silverstein, American poet and country music singer and songwriter, was born.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze.
There you go. A lot of credit to Shel Silverstein for many songs, but none more than this one, Johnny Cash's whimsical hit, A Boy Named Sue, which Shel Silverstein wrote.
Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal.
There you go. It was on this day, 1935, Royce Kendall was born from the duo The Kindles, who had this #1 song.
Heaven's just a sin away, oh, just a sin away. I can't wait another day. I think I'm giving in.
Heaven's Just a Sin Away, Sweet Desire, and Thank God for the Radio were all hits of the Kindles. She died in May of 1998. Royce Kendall, born on this date, 1935. And we don't have enough time for the third song, which was going to be Tammy Wynette's song, My Man. But that's what's gone on this date, September 25th, in country music history. It's 6:30 in the morning. Kentucky News Network news is coming your way next on The Joe Show. Don't go anywhere. It's 67 degrees at 6:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Community Crisis Co-Response Team is ready to get to work. An $850,000 federal grant awarded earlier this year enabled Lexington to create the response team. This team includes full-time mental health professionals responding directly to mental health calls. ABC 36 says Lexington receives about 3,000 mental health calls annually. Currently, 45 officers are also involved with the mental health team. More than 30 counties across Kentucky have been issued a burn ban. The open burning of any materials or the lighting of fireworks can easily spark a brush fire or wildfire in the drought conditions the state is experiencing. Barron, Breathitt, Gallatin, Edmondson, Franklin, Henderson, Logan, Hopkins, and Todd counties are just some of the counties with outdoor burn bans in place. Officials advise checking with your county on the status of your burn bans. Kentucky State Police reminding drivers fall means sharing the road with deer populations. John Shannon with more.
Over $1 billion in damage is done to vehicles in the country every year due to collisions with deer. Fall is the peak time of year for the 4 different species in the Commonwealth to be active in the early morning and early evening hours. The KSP cautions that drivers need to be mindful of the increased dangers deer can create on Kentucky roads and to slow down while traveling through an area prone to deer. If a collision is unavoidable, never veer away from the deer. Sudden sharp turns could place a driver in the path of oncoming traffic, and always buckle up. In 2023, there were 3,285 deer-related crashes in Kentucky, resulting in 202 injuries and 3 fatalities. I'm John Shannon.
In Owensboro, a section of Fenmore Street is closed for repairs. Crews will work on Fenmore from Greenbrier Street to Danbury Street, and this closure could possibly last up to 6 weeks while a concrete slab is repaired. Detours are posted. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides start with next level savings. Drive home the new 2024 Kia Forte or crowd favorite 2024 Kia Soul. Your choice, just $199 down and $199 a month.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Forte LXS stock number 43921. $1,232 down payment. 2017 due signing plus $199 first month payment. And your 2024 Kia Soul number 4416 $2,069 down payment. $2,999 due signing plus $199 first month payment plus tax, title, license, stock, and acquisition fees with approved credit. 24 month lease, 20,000 miles per year. No security deposit required. Phone incentives dealer. Price may not include dealer options. See dealer for details. Offer expires September 30th, 2024.
I was going to tell you about Wendy's $5 biggie bag, but the legal's so long, I don't have time. So, includes choice of junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nugs, junior fry, and small soft drink. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California, and via third-party delivery.
Gotta be fresh.
Open till midnight or later.
Hours may vary by location.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville Schools will welcome a new class of distinguished alumni at their induction ceremony on Saturday. The event will feature 7 new inductions. Danville High School 1976 graduate Greg Cottle, who was CEO of Farmers National Bank from 2002 through 2020. 1975 graduate Patty Powell, who's the current president of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. 1984 graduate Tony Gray Jr., the current chief of police of the Danville Police Department. 1968 graduate Michael Hughes, who helped create the Danville Boyle County African American Historical Society. 1984 graduate Heather Henson, who helps manage and run the Pioneer Playhouse that was founded by her father. Doctors Russ Goodwin and Larry Scott, who established Danville's first pediatric practice, Danville Pediatrics, in 1970. And Jane Dewey, who has been the arts education director at Danville Schools for the last 25 years. The event will take place Saturday from 7 until 9 at Gravely Hall Auditorium. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children ages 5 through 8, and children under 5 get in free. A spiritual retreat center will not be built on A.T. Dean Road in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting the Mercer County Joint Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied an application to build a retreat center on A.T. Dean Road. That spiritual retreat center was named Hallelujah Acres and was going to be built on property on A.T. Dean Road near Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. Representatives from Shaker Village were against the retreat center being built there, and President of Shaker Village, Bob Gigliotti, said in a letter to the editor in last week's Harrisburg Herald that commercial development on the boundaries of Shaker Village would damage the historic integrity of that site. Attorneys for Shaker Village also argue that the proposal for commercial use in an agriculture zone was not appropriate. That's essentially what the board debated, and in a 2-to-1 vote, the Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied the request for that retreat center. Mercer County Planning and Zoning Executive Director Sean Moore has resigned. After 19 years, Moore announced he was leaving his role as P&Z Director in Mercer County to take over as the Executive Director for the Joint City-County Planning Commission in Nelson County. Kylie Donnelly took over as Acting Director of Mercer County P&Z beginning on Monday of this week. The Harrisburg Herald reports that she was hired in May of this year as an administrative assistant with the goal of eventually taking over for Moore. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Your new career could begin this Thursday during a huge regional job fair and expo, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside the showroom in Danville, corner of the Bypass and Lebanon Road. The Danville Boyle County Development Corporation, along with the Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln Chambers, have invited over 50 different businesses with many good-paying jobs available for immediate placement. Stop by between 11 and 2 for free burgers and hot dogs and free Pepsi products. Your new career can start Thursday during a huge regional job fair, 11 to 2 in Danville, inside the showroom on the Bypass and Lebanon Road. Broadcast live 11 to 2 on Z105.
This Saturday, the Cats head to the Magnolia State for an early day SEC battle. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame dose starts this Saturday morning at 10 with kickoff at noon.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM C105.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet Harrisburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save and all types of floor colorings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. All right, rain shower, thunderstorm chances, and mostly cloudy. A high today of 74, low tonight of 60. Tomorrow, slight chance of rain showers. A high tomorrow of 73. On Friday, showers and thunderstorms are possible, up to 2 inches of rain. On Friday, it is going to be a wet football Friday for us. Right now, it's 6:37. It is 67 degrees on the 25th day of this month of September. And you're waking up and getting your morning started off here on WHIR, and we so appreciate you doing that. 859-238-WHIR is your phone number to call in this morning. And Larry Vaught has got Vaught's Views for you.
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
Once his football career ends, Alex Rayner says his dream job will be to work in the stock market with his father. He already has a marketing degree from Georgia Southern, along with an undergraduate certificate in business from UK. He's also working on a graduate certificate in sport, fitness, and recreation management at UK. However, I'm not certain his football career is going to be ending anytime soon, based on the way he's performed during the last 2 seasons at Kentucky. Just how good is Rayner? Start with the 4 field goals he made against number 1 Georgia that gave Kentucky a chance to get close to a huge upset. 2 of his 4 field goals were over 50 yards, including a 55-yarder that broke the previous school record set by Austin McGinnis 10 years ago. He became just the 2nd player in UK history with 2 50-yard field goals in 1 game. If he'd got a chance, I know he would have made the game-winning kick against Georgia.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
Looking for fall fun? Head to Katie's, Kentucky and enjoy one of the largest and best festivals around, the Trigg County Ham Festival, where we cook up the largest edible country ham and biscuit. Watch it being made, baked, and then buy a piece of it. Delicious.
Yum.
Enjoy awesome music every day, every food booth imaginable. Great fun for the whole family. The Trigg County Country Ham Festival, Katie's, Kentucky is a must-see. October 11th through the 13th, Katie's, Kentucky. Find more at GoKaties.com.
Alex Rayner was an All-State high school kicker in Georgia, but was redshirted his first year at Georgia Southern. He had 18 field goals in 2020, 9 in 2021, and then made 18 of 20 in 2022 before transferring to Kentucky, where he made 3 field goals in his first game last year and 10 of 11 during the season. He could be the best place kicker that Kentucky has ever had, and if he keeps doing what he has been doing, he could have to put off that stock market career, hopefully, while he's in the NFL.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
I like it. Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, Mondays through Fridays right here on the Joe Show at this time. Hey, a banana shortage is causing bananas to disappear from grocery stores. There is a shortage of bananas, and, you know, we just heard that story about Alex Rayner, how he wants to work on the stock market. What about this for your wealth? You don't need money or stocks or dividends. All you need to do is apparently just have a bunch of bananas.
There's only one currency guaranteed to increase in value over time. Not gold, not Bitcoin, but bananas. And at the Banana Exchange, you can invest in bananas which are growing in scarcity at an alarming rate and watch your portfolio skyrocket.
I cashed out my kids' college fund and bought a single banana from the Banana Exchange. Sure, my kid will be uneducated, but bananas are so hard to come by. It would be so dumb to let this opportunity pass me by. Right, honey?
Oh, yeah, right.
Wait a second. What are you eating?
Not a banana?
No!
So what are you waiting for? Call the Banana Exchange at 1-800-GIVE-ME-MY-BANANA and watch your portfolio skyrocket.
It's my banana, and I want it now.
Call now.
There you go. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. My way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go to the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's a little Floyd Kramer action for you. Little good news on this Wednesday morning. Story number 1 coming from Georgia, where President Jimmy Carter is turning 100 years old on October 1st, and the Carter Center is asking people to sign a virtual card for him. The organization says you can send your birthday wishes to him by posting on their mosaic wall on their website. The Carter Center is also encouraging people to add photos to help build the mosaic wall, which features a portrait of the former president and his late wife, Rosalind Carter, turning 100 years old next Tuesday, October the 1st. Hey, a brother and sister in the UK are being honored for saving their mother's life while she collapsed, getting them ready for school. Oliver, who's 11, and Ariana, who's 9, quickly responded to the scary situation, calling emergency services before running to the neighbor's house for help. Paramedics arrived within 6 minutes, rushed the mom, Donna Little, to the hospital, and after spending a couple of weeks there recovering from cardiac arrest, she is now doing well. The grateful mom says she and her husband are extremely proud of their kids. Quote, "Without a shadow of doubt, they saved my life." And story number 3, a 10-year-old girl from Arkansas who was Louisiana, who was missing for more than 24 hours, was found curled up on the ground in the woods about a mile and a half away from her Louisiana home. Peyton Saint-Ignan was last seen getting ready for bed, and hundreds of volunteers joined in the search for her using drones equipped with thermal imaging to locate her. She was found at 11 p.m. the next night, asleep in the woods. Turns out she had sleptwalked there. Aside from a few mosquito bites, Peyton was fine, and Webster Parish Sheriff Jason Parker says it's truly a miracle, quote, that she was unharmed. Wow, a 10-year-old girl missing in the woods, found safe by drone after sleepwalking into the woods. A young sibling and... both siblings, 2 siblings, helped save a mom's life after a heart attack. And Jimmy Carter turning 100 years old, and they want you to sign his virtual birthday card. And that's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks. All right, we'll step aside, come back. We have the dad joke of the day, the country comic spotlight. Rick Dees has this morning's Planet of the Apps, and we see what jokes ruled late-night TV last night. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Sylvanus at Sunrise, coming up next.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze, and right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
The Rovals had a lot of moments of stress throughout my playoff career.
I don't see any reason why we can't make a deep run.
Score a lot of points, win races. Nothing really changes for me.
I'm looking forward to getting to Kansas. That'll be a tough test for us.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
Did you know that 1 in 4 vehicles on the road will need a new battery this year? Don't wait till it's too late to do something about it. Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performance batteries for every make and model on the road. So don't wait until your car won't start or you're stranded on the side of the road. Test your battery today or find the replacement you need at Napa locations nationwide, because it's our mission to keep you moving.
When it comes to maintaining your engine to run at peak performance, trust Z-Max Micro Lubricant. Z-Max soaks into metal, and it's so easy to add to your oil or gas to disperse carbon buildup in your engine, fuel system, and transmission. Protect your vehicle's engine to the max with Z-Max. Check us out at zmax.com or visit us on Facebook and Twitter to find out more about our full line of products. That's Z-Max Micro Lubricant, available at your favorite auto parts store.
After winning the cutoff race in round one to move on in the Cup Series playoff, Kyle Larson, as he looks at the second round, doesn't want to face the cutoff race on Charlotte's road course, needing another trip to victory lane to keep his title hopes alive.
The next one, it's like, okay, if I can go to Kansas and just do a really good job and get good stage points, get a good finish, you have a little bit more comfort going to Talladega. The Roval, to me, had a lot of moments of stress there throughout my playoff career. Hopefully, we're in a better position once we get there and can have less stress, because it's more stressful than Talladega for sure.
With 28 career Cup Series victories, Larson is now tied for 30th on the all-time win list with Rex White and Carl Edwards. Finishing last in the opening race in round one at Atlanta, Chase Briscoe put together back-to-back top tens to move into the round of 12. Now he's thinking there's no reason he can't make the Elite Eight or the Championship 4.
We knew we were going to have two really, really strong runs, and that's what we were able to do, and we have really, really fast race cars right now, which is really, really exciting. We have some stuff we have to clean up, but if we do that and we execute from start to finish, I don't see any reason why we can't make a deep run.
As one of the four drivers KO'd in round one, Brad Keselowski's battle plan won't change now that he's out of the playoff picture.
Score a lot of points, win races, and we'll have a shot to do that as it goes on, so nothing really changes for me.
Meanwhile, one of the nicest and smartest people I've ever known, NASCAR Hall of Famer Leonard Wood, has just celebrated his 90th birthday.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
A year ago at Bristol, the reigning champion, Joey Logano, was surprisingly knocked out in the opening round. But this season, current champ Ryan Blaney made it through to the round of 12 and believes he's destined to make the Final Four.
Hopefully we got something to get to Phoenix. I think we're operating very well right now as a group and as a 12 team. You hope you keep executing well and just see what happens. So I'm looking forward to getting to Kansas. That'll be a tough test for us. It's not been our best racetrack.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, presented by Progressive Insurance. Cars, homes, boats, motorcycles, RVs, and more at Progressive.com.
At Monticello Bank, helping your business thrive is our business. We offer a variety of products designed to make banking easier. Whether your company is large or small, you can count on us to provide accounts, loans, and other services built around the way you do business, including e-deposit, our remote deposit capture system, and merchant processing. Speak with one of our representatives and let us help you solve your business financial needs today. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC on the Danville Bypass.
My name is Kama McKinney, and I serve as the Executive Director of Chrysalis House. Far too many Kentuckians are struggling with addiction without knowing what resources are available to them. If you or a loved one are in need of a treatment center like Chrysalis House, you can call the KY Help call center at 833-8KY-HELP or visit findhelpnowky.org to find resources that are available near you. We are here, we care, and we want to help.
This is a message from Teen Kentucky, sponsored by the Office of Drug Control Policy and aired by this station.
Bad decisions limit future options. Stop adversity from becoming stress. Listen to The Flatline with host Rick Hughes, Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR. Learn problem-solving devices built on God's Word. For inspiration, education, all without manipulation. The Flatline Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jackie Boy, brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring in Harrisburg, specializing in discount, waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save, and all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. You get rain, shower, and thunderstorm chances today, and right now moving well east of us, but this afternoon could see some more wet stuff. Not a warm day at all. 74 is the high. A low tonight of 60. It's 67 right now, so just a little bit of a bump in temperatures, and we'll get up to what we're going to be as the high today. Tomorrow, cloudy, a high of just 73. On Friday, it is a wet one, up to 2 inches of rain possible. Right now, it's 6:51, 67 degrees in Danville, 238 WHIR. We'd love to have you on the show. 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's 6th favorite segment right here on The Joe Show. It's the Dad Joke of the Day.
Dad Joke of the Day.
All righty, here we go. The Dad Joke of the Day. Why can a nose not be 12 inches long? Why can't the nose be 12 inches long? It cannot be 12 inches long, so why not? Because at that point, it would be a foot. Thank you. I'll be here the rest of the morning. The Dad Joke of the Day, Mondays through Fridays, right here on The Joe Show, WHIR Danville News. Talk sports. Bah.
Welcome to the planet of the apps.
Well, look at you. You need to get your driver's license renewed? Come on. Having trouble getting through that written test, at least in your mind? You're starting to get anxiety. You feel like, stop it. Ow! Get a grip on yourself. I have the answer. It's in the planet of the apps right here today. It's called Aceable. ACEABLE. It's the driver's education app. Has all the questions and the answers. And Aceable provides state-approved courses for driver's education, permit acquisition, driver's license renewal, and so much more. Everything is covered in one app for every state, which is amazing. Unlimited practice tests. There's some content that's actually funny in here. It will get you ready. You'll pass. It'll be Aceable. Get the app. Don't sweat it. You'll ace it. Ace that driver's test. With Aceable in the App Store. It's free and 5-star rated. Rick Dees in this molten magma every day. We call it the planet of the apps.
Yes, we do. The planet of the apps, Mondays through Fridays. And the Joe Show at this time leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight, where Greg Warren is in the Country Comic Spotlight this morning. Greg Warren, who is talking about how running is not for old people. He says running is for young people. Walking is for old people. Greg Warren in the Country Comic Spotlight. Here he is.
This happened yesterday. I put on my workout clothes and I did not work out. That's basically playing dress up. I might as well have put a cowboy outfit on because I didn't do any cowboy stuff either. This is what I did for a workout a couple weeks ago. I walked. I used to run. Now I walk. At some point, I guess I'm going to stand. What'd you do in the gym today, Greg? I stood for 30 minutes. It was tough. I shifted every 4, so I'm tired. I'm probably going to have to lean tomorrow. I never realized I walked that frequently until I left my house. My neighbor goes, "Hey, Greg, are you going for your walk?" He called it my walk, like I was 86. No, Rich, I'm not going for my walk, okay? I didn't just take my pills either, and I'm not getting ready to watch my stories. Last time I tried to run, I went to this park. I thought I was going to go on like a 4-mile loop. I thought I would start here, I would go around, I would finish at the same place. I got about 5 miles out, and it was not looping. Like, I had to turn around and come back. They had these emergency call boxes every quarter of a mile. I wanted to call one. Emergency call box, what's your emergency? I'm tired. I thought that it was a loop. Can you guys come pick me up? Sir, this is for emergencies only. Do you have an emergency? Yeah, I'm thirsty. I should have said that first. Can you guys bring some Gatorade when you pick me up? Like orange? I would prefer orange if you could.
Greg Ward of the Country Comic Spotlight, Rick Dees in the Planet of the Apps, the dad joke of the day, and the best jokes from late night television last night. Jimmy Fallon on NBC's Tonight Show joking about the CEO of the company that makes Ozempic testifying before Congress about why the drug cost so much. Jimmy Fallon joking last night on the Tonight Show about it.
Today, the CEO of the company that makes Ozempic testified before Congress, and he was grilled over the drug's high price. Yeah, they were going to roast him, but grilling is healthier.
Jimmy Fallon also joking about President Joe Biden addressing the United Nations for the last time.
Earlier today, President Biden attended the General Assembly and delivered his final UN address. Biden called on nations to band together amid world conflicts and growing concerns over China's influence. Then he added, or do whatever you want. What the hell do I care? I don't know.
Let's see, last night, Seth Meyers on Late Night with Seth Meyers joking about Kamala Harris saying that she will shoot a home invader if someone comes into her home.
Vice President Kamala Harris defended her right to own a gun and said, quote, if somebody breaks into my house, they're getting shot. While Tim Walz said, and if they break into mine, they're getting cocoa.
So this is Center Eye, Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, Rick Dees, the dad joke of the day, and giving you the Country Comic Spotlight with Greg Warren, Mondays through Fridays around this time here on the Joe Show. We're going to Wendy's and grabbing lunch for Wendy's later on today. We'll let you know what deal we can get at Wendy's coming up next.
Hey, chili fans, the time to come out to the Wilderness Trail Distillery Charity Chili Cook-Off and try all the chilies that the teams are serving up to be recognized as the area's best. You can vote for your favorite. Tasting tickets are just $10 to get in per person and enjoy all the chilies and free horse rides and wagon rides and music. It's this Saturday from 11:30 to 2. Your support will help benefit the Danville Kiwanis local children and senior programs. See you this Saturday from 11:30 to 2 at the Wilderness Trail Distillery in Danville.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
The Bull County Health Department, preventative care for a better future. Do you have a child under 5 years of age? Are you pregnant or breastfeeding? You may qualify for Kentucky WHIR program, supplemental foods, nutrition education, and health care referrals. WHIR improves the lives of pregnant women, postpartum women, breastfeeding women, infants, and children up to 5 years of age. Please contact the Bull County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Also visit ky.gov for information regarding the Kentucky WHIR program. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.
Imagine if everyone kept their trash in their car till they came to a trash can at home, at a gas station, or at one of the convenience centers dotted around Boyle County. If everyone did their part, we'd have a beautiful, clean community. Next time you're on the road and need to discard trash, hold on to it till you can throw it out properly and do your part to keep Boyle County clean. This isn't just about taking responsibility. It's about fostering community pride and beautification.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Fall is hunting season in Kentucky, and the good folks at your local electric cooperative encourage you to grab your gun and get in on the hunt. No, we're not talking about a 20-gauge shotgun. We're talking about a caulk gun. And the hunt is for energy-wasting cracks and openings on the outside of your home. For advice on where to power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Problems keeping it from doing its
7 o'clock.
job effectively. The 94-page report out today finds that a number of failures in security, planning, and communication directly contributed to the July assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania rally. The The report specifically cited a lack of chain of command, poor coordination with local law enforcement, and inadequate resources. A new poll shows that the 2024 presidential race can't get much closer. Kristen Marks reports.
The latest Quinnipiac University survey shows that in a race including third-party candidates, 48% of likely voters support former President Trump, while 47% back Vice President Kamala Harris. An August poll showed Harris garnering 49% and Trump receiving 47%. In a hypothetical two-way race, voters are evenly split, 48 to 48%. Meanwhile, 64% of voters say they would like to see a second debate between Trump and Harris, and 73% say they're somewhat to very concerned there'll be politically motivated violence following the outcome of the election.
Tropical storm Helene is forcing NASA to change its launch plans. The space agency says the crewed SpaceX launch scheduled for Thursday has been pushed back to September 28th. The mission, called Crew 9, will send NASA astronaut Nick Hague and a Russian cosmonaut to the International Space Station. Helene is expected to hit Florida Gulf Coast Thursday as a Category 3 hurricane. President Biden is telling world leaders some things are more important than staying in power. He addressed his decision to end his re-election bid during his final speech to the United Nations General Assembly on Tuesday.
There's so much more I want to get done. As much as I love the job, I love my country more.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
The CEO of Novo Nordisk is in hot water over the rising cost of the company's popular weight loss drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy. On Tuesday, senators like Bernie Sanders questioned Lars Jorgensen and demanded answers for why the U.S. faces a higher price for those drugs than other countries.
Treat the American people the same way that you treat people all over the world. Stop ripping us off.
Novo Nordisk charges $969 per month for Ozempic in the U.S. compared to $155 a month in Canada and just $59 in Germany. Prices are slightly higher for Wegovy, but the difference in cost between the U.S. and other countries remains. The Department of Justice is suing Visa over alleged antitrust violations. Brian Shook reports.
Visa is accused by the DOJ and Attorney General Merrick Garland of monopolizing debit markets.
Visa has unlawfully amassed the power to extract fees that far exceed what it could charge in a competitive market. Merchants and banks pass along those costs to consumers, either by raising prices or reducing quality or service.
Prosecutors say Visa controls debit network markets by using agreements with merchants, card issuers, and competitors.
Hall of Fame NFL quarterback Brett Favre has Parkinson's disease. He made the disclosure while testifying at a House Ways and Means Committee hearing looking into welfare reform.
You'll understand why it's too late for me because I've recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's.
The Green Bay Packers great has been accused of using political connections to redirect public money to the University of Southern Mississippi, his alma mater. Favre is one of over a dozen defendants in a civil suit looking to recoup the funds. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Good morning to you. It's Wednesday. It is the 25th day of the month of September, and a day where we're looking at cloudy skies and rain showers are hanging around here today as well, and another wet day in the forecast for us. We got that coming your way, but news brought to you by Stewart Powell Ford.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stewart Powell, and I would like to invite you in to see how we became the #1 growth dealer for Mazda in the Midwest and #6 in the entire nation. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. This is how car buying should be. No pressure, no gimmicks, no hidden fees, and no fast talk. So stop by and experience for yourself at 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stewartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville Schools will welcome a new class of distinguished alumni at their induction ceremony on Saturday. The event will feature 7 new inductions. Danville High School 1976 graduate Greg Cottle, who was CEO of Farmers National Bank from 2002 through 2020. 1975 graduate Patty Powell, who's the current president of Stewart Powell Ford Mazda. 1984 graduate Tony Gray Jr., the current chief of police of the Danville Police Department. 1968 graduate Michael Hughes, who helped create the Danville Boyle County African American Historical Society. 1984 graduate Heather Henson, who helps manage and run the Pioneer Playhouse that was founded by her father. Doctors Russ Goodwin and Larry Scott, who established Danville's first pediatric practice, Danville Pediatrics, in 1970. And Jane Dewey, who has been the arts education director at Danville Schools for the last 25 years. The event will take place Saturday from 7 until 9 at Gravely Hall Auditorium. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children ages 5 through 8, and children under 5 get in free. A spiritual retreat center will not be built on A.T. Dean Road in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting the Mercer County Joint Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied an application to build a retreat center on A.T. Dean Road. That spiritual retreat center was named Hallelujah Acres and was going to be built on property on A.T. Dean Road near Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. Representatives from Shaker Village were against the retreat center being built there, and President of Shaker Village, Bob Gigliotti, said in a letter to the editor in last week's Harrisburg Herald that commercial development on the boundaries of Shaker Village would damage the historic integrity of that site. Attorneys for Shaker Village also argue that the proposal for commercial use in an agriculture zone was not appropriate. That's essentially what the board debated, and in a 2-to-1 vote, the Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied the request for that retreat center. Mercer County Planning and Zoning Executive Director Sean Moore has resigned. After 19 years, Moore announced he was leaving his role as P&Z Director in Mercer County to take over as the Executive Director for the Joint City-County Planning Commission in Nelson County. Kylie Donnelly took over as Acting Director of Mercer County P&Z beginning on Monday of this week. The Harrisburg Herald reports that she was hired in May of this year as an administrative assistant with the goal of eventually taking over 4 more. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stewart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stewartpowell.com.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
You can see clearly now during the end-of-the-year sale at Eye Associates Optical. We have a large selection of men's and women's plastic metal ophthalmic frames and a large selection of stylish sunglasses. They are 50% off. Hurry, this 50% offer is good while supplies last. Outside prescriptions are welcome. We accept all debit, credit cards, checks, Scare Credit, Flex, FSA, HSA cards, and we even accept cash. See what you're missing during the end-of-the-year 50% off sale at Eye Associates Optical of Danville.
Your
new career could begin this Thursday during a huge regional job fair and expo, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside the showroom in Danville, corner of the Bypass and Lebanon Road. The Danville Boyle County Development Corporation, along with the Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln Chambers, have invited over 50 different businesses with many good-paying jobs available for immediate placement. Stop by between 11 and 2 for free burgers and hot dogs and free Pepsi products. Your new career can start Thursday during a huge regional job fair, 11 to 2 in Danville, inside the showroom on the Bypass and Lebanon Road. Broadcast live 11 to 2 on Z105.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by the Little Sign Shop, offering all types of quality signs at affordable prices, many within 24 hours in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them, 859-238-7391. Cloudy skies, rain shower chances happening all day long today. High of 74, low tonight of 60. Most of that centered, though, around this afternoon. Tomorrow, patchy fog early, otherwise a cloudy day. High of 73 tomorrow. And then Friday, rain showers are likely, and a wet one Friday, up to 2 inches of rain possible there on Friday. Right now it's 7:11 in the morning, 67 degrees. We're talking Rebel football with Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix. Brought to you by Dexter and WHIR Insurance.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and WHIR Insurance Agency in Danville if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
All righty, I had Coach Haddix on, but the line was so staticky I couldn't even hear what he was saying. So give me 30 seconds. We'll see if we can get him back on here.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides start with next level savings. Score 0.9% on select models, like the hot new 2024 Kia Sorento and 2024 Kia Sportage.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
0.9% APR financing up to 48 months at $21.22 per month per thousand financed through Kia Motor Finance on 2024 Kia Sorento and Sportage. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Offer expires September 30th, 2024.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
All right, this is perfect. We got so much rain yesterday, I guess it got in our line and made it staticky, so... I guess, let's see, he's calling back right now. Let's all cross our fingers and hope that we can get this phone call through and that Coach Haddix can hear us and that we can hear him. Good morning, you're on the radio. Coach, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Hey, Coach, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I know we're dealing with, I think the rain kind of messed the phone lines up a little bit. We got so much rain last night. So do want to talk to you about Lexington Catholic and the offense you got coming in, taking on Lexington Catholic Wednesday. This is a team that is 0-5, but they've scored last 4 games, 21, 22, 28, and 23. So they're putting some points on the board. What do you know about this Lexington Catholic offense, Coach?
Well, it seems like every year they've got a quarterback that can move around and do some stuff and make it. I know they had the Wassa kid last year. The kid they got playing this year, he played outside linebacker and like tight end and receiver for them last year. But he's a bigger version. He can run around. He throws the ball really well. Just does a good job of getting the ball in space.
It looks like they got quite a few running backs there that they've handed the ball off to this year as well. Avon Blair is their number one, 227 yards and 2 touchdowns. But you mentioned their quarterback, Matthew Kern. He can throw it. He can also run it a little bit as well and kind of keeps you on your toes that way.
Yeah, they are, and they're about 65-35 pass. So they're throwing a lot more than they're running it. So we've got to do a good job defending the pass, and we've got to get him down when he scrambles around and does some things. So that's going to be a big challenge for us.
Did their quarterback last year, I think you had mentioned last year, he kind of reminds you like a Johnny Manziel, the way he could run around and extend plays. Did he graduate?
Yes, he's at Center College now.
Okay. I know that Center starting quarterback Jack Goman, that's not the same kid, is it?
Yep, no, that kid played at Lexington Catholic too.
Okay, but, I knew that. Okay, so they got 2 Lexington Catholic quarterbacks at Center then.
Yes. And the Wasick has a younger brother that plays linebacker for him that's a good player, and he runs the ball some too.
Yeah, number one, Brady Wasik, who runs it, catches, plays a little receiver, and plays linebacker as well. The receiving corps is led by Jackson Kreutzer, 42 catches, 483 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He, numbers-wise, statistically speaking, is their sure number one. He's number 11, Jackson Kreutzer. What do you see out of him?
He played last year. He's a big, long kid. Does a really good job of. He bought into their system, what they do, and he makes plays when they throw it to him. That's what I told our DBs. Hey, if you're covering number 11, the ball's probably coming to you. Mm-hmm. So, that makes it. They got good timing with the quarterback, and he makes plays with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, they've completed 95 passes as a team, and Kreutzer has 42 of those 95 completions that he's caught. So, you can do the math. That's just right at 50% or so of all the passes are going number 11's way. Coach, it is expected to be continuing a rainy week. Did you all get a rainy practice in yesterday afternoon?
We started, very blessed with at Boyle County. We got some great coaches like it around, and we all work together. That's something that people that's very undervalued in places. So, we were going to share the field with the girls soccer team, for the turf because we were supposed to be up on the grass. So, able to work out there. We ended up having lightning, so we started off in the gym. Our volleyball team was supposed to have the gym at this time. Their time was backed up a little bit, so they let us go in the gym for the first 30, 40 minutes. And then we were able to get out and have the whole turf field. So, it worked out. We were able to get a full practice in and get our guys ready to go. But, that's just a testament to our whole athletic culture, I think, and staff of the whole school system.
Yeah, well, you said yesterday oftentimes you all are splitting the field with the girls' soccer team, and you weren't surprised the girls won the Class 2A championship because you see how hard they work and practice every day.
Yes, they do, and I said that's something we're right there with them and working together. And they get to see that, and Coach Deem and his staff did a job with them. Just very, very proud of them.
You ought to do like a mingle, like a practice mingle, like see how many of the guys in the team could score a goal or something like that against the Lady Rebel goalkeeper.
We've done some stuff where we let them kick field goals. And some of them try to come up and see if we need a kicker to kick field goals. So we do try to have some fun stuff like that to where they all feel involved. And it's special being a student athlete, especially in high school, and it's unique where not just one sport's winning. We've got a bunch of sports that are winning and doing a lot of great things.
Boyle County Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. The Rebels are at Lexington Catholic on Friday night. We'll have that game on Z105. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice today. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, thank you. Go Rebels.
Yes, sir. Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. They're at 5-0. Lexington Catholic flipped that around. They're at 0-5 this year, though. Coach Haddix said on Monday of this week, the best 0-5 team in the state, he believes, is Lexington Catholic. They have played some stiff competition, and doesn't get any easier for them this Friday either, does it, as they take on the best team in the state in Boyle County. Talking with Rebel head coach Justin Haddix. Next up is Danville head coach Frank Parks. Admirals on their bye week this week. And we'll see what Coach Parks has to say about that coming up right after this on The Joe Show. Don't go anywhere. It's 67 degrees on Wednesday, September the 25th.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stewart Powell, and I would like to invite you in to see how we became the #1 growth dealer for Mazda in the Midwest and #6 in the entire nation. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. This is how car buying should be. No pressure, no gimmicks, no hidden fees, and no fast talk. So stop by and experience for yourself at 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stewartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Big Blue Madness tickets go on sale this Friday at 5 o'clock via Ticketmaster.com and the Ticketmaster app. Big Blue Madness is the annual tip-off for Kentucky men's and women's basketball. It takes place October 11th in Rupp Arena. The tickets are free, but you have to go through Ticketmaster to get them. Approaching the midpoint of the high school football season, the number of unbeaten teams in Kentucky is down to 23. Class 4A has 8 of them, including Boyle County, Wayne County, Franklin County, and Western Hills. There are 3 unbeatens in both 1A and 2A, 5 in 3A, including Rockcastle County, and 2 each in 5A and 6A. In high school football this Friday night, Hometown Radio brings you 3 games. Boyle County visits Lexington Catholic on Z105. Mercer County hosts Madison Southern on WHBN. And Garrett County entertains West Jessamine, delayed on Z105. Danville has an open date. Other area action finds Anderson County at South Oldham, Lincoln County at Somerset, Russell County at East Jessamine, Marion County at Dayton, Casey County at Metcalfe County, Eminence at Washington County, and Clay County at Rockcastle County in a battle of unbeatens. Kentucky's a 17.5-point underdog at 6th-ranked Ole Miss this Saturday in Jackson. The Rebels are averaging 54 points a game in their 4 outings. UK is coming off a 41-7 win over Ohio University, while Ole Miss was ripping Georgia Southern 52-13. Kickoff for the Cats and the Rebels is at 12 noon Saturday on Z105. In baseball yesterday, the Astros clinched the AL West by edging the Mariners 3-2. The Orioles clinched an AL wildcard berth with a 5-3 win over the Yankees, and the Padres clinched a playoff berth in the National League with a 4-2 win over the Dodgers. The Guardians beat the Reds 6-1. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Local high school football at Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titan. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Liam Tomlinson, voice of the Danville Admirals. Listen to every Danville Admiral football game on WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jackie boy, it's brought to you by our friends over at O'Charlie's, where in Danville they invite you to their Free Pie Wednesday day today. With each adult meal entree, get a free slice of pie. Also, remember, every day your meal comes with O'Charlie's awesome warm buttery rolls. Roll into O'Chuckles on the Danville Bypass. All right, cloudy skies and rain showers. A high today of 74, a low tonight of 60. Tomorrow, patchy fog before 9, otherwise a cloudy day, a high of 73. Rain shower chances tomorrow at about a 3/4 to an inch of rain, and then Friday is just a washout. 2 inches of rain possible. Looks like it's going to be an all-day long thing on Friday up until about 8 o'clock in the evening. Right now it's 7:23 in the morning, 67 degrees. Admiral football on WHIR. We're talking with Coach Frank Parks, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
Absolutely, and we're joined by Danville head coach Frank Parks. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning, joining us to talk about Admiral football. And is, of course, the bye week for your Admirals. How did practice go for you yesterday, Coach?
Well, it went well. We got kind of caught with the storm, so we had to adapt and adjust a little bit. But we got a lot accomplished yesterday, so I was pleased with what we was able to get done.
Did you have to go in the gym, or did you go back in the coaches' offices and watch more film, or how'd you handle the rain?
We did a little bit of all of that. We left it first because it was thunder and lightning. Then we actually tried to go back out, but it was thundering. So we watched some film. Then we went in the gym and did some things, and we got some kids on the board, and we got the receivers on the jug machine. So we got the linebacker working on some reads and things of that nature. So we were still able to be productive even with the storms and the weather yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to ask how productive and how much different is a gym practice than a field practice. I know in an ideal world you're on the field every single day, I assume, but you kind of got to adjust on the fly just like you have to in a real football game. And so the differences there between a gym practice and a field practice, you're still able to get some of the guys working, maybe not exactly where you want, but you're still able to have practice.
Yeah, we're still able to get some things done, especially some reads and some mental work. And we also, like I said, receivers got to catch a lot of balls, and we got to watch some film, continue learning and developing. So it was very good practice, stuff that they actually needed to see and work on. So we were able to be productive, to say the least.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a week where you may be dealing with that all week long with this rainy week that you have. Which maybe it's good that you have a bye week on a week where you can't practice much outside. Would you rather prefer it be that way?
Oh, absolutely. Like, this is the week, if it's going to happen, would be ideal because, you know, you still have next week where you can start the game plan. So we was going back to do fundamental stuff anyway and some learning things. So it's not as big of a deal if it was a game week.
Yeah, Danville head coach Frank Parks, again, dealing with the weather all week long. What is on the practice agenda for today? Again, may have to adjust, but what are you going to work on today?
Well, today we'll work on some offensive things and kind of try to build on our running game from last Friday and try to figure out some other things to get Doyle comfortable throwing the ball, find some routes and combinations that, you know, when we need to throw it just a little bit, that he can have some success as he continue to improve. So today will be more of an offensive day.
Danville head coach Frank Parks. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice on this Wednesday. Hopefully the rain stays away, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Yes, sir. That's Danville head coach Frank Parks. The Admirals on a bye week, and, of course, Boyle County at Lexington Catholic. This Friday, we'll have that game on Z105. Danville back in action a week from tomorrow. Yes, a Thursday night game. And for those thinking that sounds strange, it is kind of strange. But last year, Danville played Campbellsville at home at Danville Stadium on a Thursday night. So Danville now goes to Campbellsville this year to play on a Thursday night. Campbellsville, as Coach Parks said yesterday, that's something that was done before he even got here, the Campbellsville-Danville Thursday night games. So they'll play Thursday night, October the 3rd, but they are on bye this week. Right now, 7:28 in the morning, 67 degrees in Danville, 859-238 WHIR, 238-9447. Rain well east of us and scattered showers in Marion and Washington County right now, a little pop-up showers. We'll see if we get some of those this morning, too.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey, Wendy's in Danville, the $5 Biggie Bag is what we want for lunch and dinner today. You can make the bag the way you want it to be made with your choice of a double stack, a junior bacon cheeseburger, or a crispy chicken sandwich. You also get a 4-piece nuggets, either spicy or regular, junior fry, and a small soft drink. Wendy's in Danville, the $5 Biggie Bag.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
An FBI report released Monday shows certain crimes are up in Kentucky while being down nationally. WKYT reporting the crimes that have risen in the Commonwealth include auto theft, property crime, larceny, and aggravated assault. A police official states the higher crime is related to the drug epidemic, especially in eastern Kentucky. Staff shortages across the country add to higher crime statistics. Residents are reminded to be aware of their surroundings, and if you see something, say something. Kentucky State Police releasing more details from the incident where Deputy Josh Phipps lost his life. KSP Trooper Jake Smith performed a traffic stop in Russell Springs on Joshua Arnold when the suspect sped away, then ran on foot. Multiple officers responded to searching for Arnold, including Deputy Phipps, who came upon the suspect in a camper. Arnold and Phipps exchanged gunfire with both sustaining injuries and both men dying at the hospital. The investigation remains ongoing. The couple who found the body of I-75 shooter Joseph Couch are receiving the first of the reward checks. WKYT reporting Sheila and Fred McCoy were live streaming a group of vultures in woods near I-75 when they came across the body last Wednesday. The McCoys received a $10,000 check as the first part of their $35,000 reward on Tuesday for information that led to the location of Joseph Couch. No injuries reported from a crash early Tuesday morning that tied up traffic at the Kennedy Bridge. WDRB reporting a jackknife semi on I-65 near the I-64 ramps caused the cab of the truck to dangle at the overpass. The driver was able to escape without injury. Both gas tanks of the truck ruptured, causing roughly 100 gallons of fuel to be spilled on I-65 southbound and both lanes of I-64. A crane was able to remove the truck, and the fuel was cleared later that morning. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Lee's taste is bound to please. We know what makes the difference. Lee's famous recipe. Our difference is great taste. You've come to the right place.
It's Wednesday. We all know what that means. It's a 3-piece special day at Lee's Famous Recipe in Danville on South 4th Street. Choose from 3 pieces of famous, crispy or strips, your choice of 2 sides, plus a hot home-style buttermilk biscuit, all of it for $1 off the regular price. If you're feeling like fish, instead try the world-famous Danville special and get the best of both worlds. You get 2 pieces of chicken or strips combined with a famous fish and a side of your choice, plus a hot home-style buttermilk biscuit for one low price. For any catering need, give them a call at 859-236-8777 and let them do the work for you. Lee's of Danville, the best fried chicken year after year. There's a reason. Serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years. Danville's Lee's Famous Recipe, 610 South 4th Street.
Lee's famous recipe. Our difference is great taste. Big deals.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville schools will welcome a new class of distinguished alumni at their induction ceremony on Saturday. The event will feature 7 new inductions. Danville High School 1976 graduate Greg Cottle, who was CEO of Farmers National Bank from 2002 through 2020. 1975 graduate Patty Powell, who's the current president of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. 1984 graduate Tony Gray Jr., the current chief of police of the Danville Police Department. 1968 graduate Michael Hughes, who helped create the Danville Boyle County African American Historical Society. 1984 graduate Heather Henson, who helps manage and run the Pioneer Playhouse that was founded by her father, Doctors Russ Goodwin and Larry Scott, who established Danville's first pediatric practice, Danville Pediatrics, in 1970, and Jane Dewey, who has been the arts education director at Danville Schools for the last 25 years. The event will take place Saturday from 7 until 9 at Gravely Hall Auditorium. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children ages 5 through 8, and children under 5 get in free. A spiritual retreat center will not be built on A.T. Dean Road in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting the Mercer County Joint Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied an application to build a retreat center on A.T. Dean Road. That spiritual retreat center was named Hallelujah Acres and was going to be built on property on A.T. Dean Road near Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. Representatives from Shaker Village were against the retreat center being built there, and President of Shaker Village, Bob Gigliotti, said in a letter to the editor in last week's Harrisburg Herald that commercial development on the boundaries of Shaker Village would damage the historic integrity of that site. Attorneys for Shaker Village also argue that the proposal for commercial use in an agriculture zone was not appropriate. That's essentially what the board debated, and in a 2-to-1 vote, the Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied the request for that retreat center. Mercer County Planning and Zoning Executive Director Sean Moore has resigned. After 19 years, Moore announced he was leaving his role as P&Z Director in Mercer County to take over as the Executive Director for the Joint City-County Planning Commission in Nelson County. Kylie Donnelly took over as Acting Director of Mercer County P&Z beginning on Monday of this week. The Harrisburg Herald reports that she was hired in May of this year as an administrative assistant with the goal of eventually taking over for Moore. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey, Boyle Countyans, it's time we talk about Boyle County's scenic beauty. So, for the love of our gorgeous county, don't let trash out of your car. Instead, give it the VIP treatment by letting it enjoy the car ride until you can dispose of it in style when you roll up to one of the Boyle County convenience centers and watch as those plastic water bottles, soda bottles, and energy drink bottles get a new lease of life through recycling.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Yep, it's brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. They're your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the auto owner's insurance company. Call Mark or Chris and they'll give you a free quote. 859-236-66. 86. Cloudy skies and rain showers on this Wednesday morning and afternoon. 74 is the high, 60 is the low. Tomorrow, rain showers. A high tomorrow of 73, and Friday is just going to be just a deluge. Up to 2 inches of rain possible on Friday. Right now, 7:38 in the morning, 67 degrees in Danville. And we're coming up on the County Agent's Corner with Alethea Bruce-Jack. Good morning, Alethea. How are you?
Hey, Joe, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Alethea. Appreciate you joining us this morning for the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
And here's Alethea Bruce-Jack.
The do's and don'ts of fall prevention. Did you know that September is Fall Prevention Month? So I know it's the end of the month, but it's always a good time to talk about fall prevention. falls continue to be the leading cause of injury and injury-related deaths for adults 65 and older. As many as 1 in 4 adults report a fall each year. Many more falls go unreported. Falls can require medical treatment, cause injury, restrict activity, create fear of falling, influence placement into long-term care, and promote social isolation and dependence. Falls can even result in death. During Fall Prevention Month, educate or remind yourself of the different ways to prevent falls. Do get regular medical checkups to review medications, check your vision, monitor blood pressure and heart health, and evaluate foot health, including proper footwear. Exercise at least 150 minutes a week and participate in activities that improve balance and strength. Create a safe, clutter-free space at home. This is keeping items in your cabinets that you can safely reach, properly installing grab bars in bathrooms, and improving lighting. Use night lights at night, eat healthy, get proper sleep, and use mobility aids and learn how to use them properly when needed. I'm going to repeat that one. Use mobility aids and learn how to use them properly when needed. Don't stand on chairs or stools to reach things. Don't drink alcohol or smoke. Don't run extension cords across floors or rearrange furniture. Don't wear ill-fitting shoes, high heels, or shoes without non-skid soles. Don't wear old prescription glasses. Don't be afraid to exercise. And don't be afraid to use mobility aids properly. Don't avoid exercise, strength, and balance training. You can prevent falls. Taking precautions such as regular health care appointments, exercise, medication management, and making changes in your home are small ways to maintain health, safety, and independence. That's been your Farm and Home News, a service provided by your Boyle, Lincoln, Garrett, and Mercer County Extension offices.
There you go. That is Alethea with the County Agent's Corner and the Boyle County Extension Office, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Alethea, before you go, I've got some random facts that you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Alethea, are you ready?
So ready.
All right, here we go, Alethea. Fact number 1. The Oregon Trail, the computer game that most of us played when we were kids. We're probably around the same age, right, Alethea, you think?
Yeah.
I don't want to ask you your age because that's rude, apparently, to ask a woman her age, but I assume we're around the same age. And remember playing the Oregon Trail computer game?
Loved it.
Yes.
Loved it. It was the best day when they would bring that out. And you'd see it come up on the screen, Oregon Trail.
Yeah, Computer Lab Day. It was originally developed in 1971, and the information was printed on paper. It didn't really take off until a new version was released on Apple II computers in 1985. So it was originally like a hand and pen and paper game before the computer version came out.
Interesting.
Yeah. Hey, from 1923 to 1969, the official language of Illinois was American. Wasn't English, not English. It's American
not
English. Yeah, just American. Number 3, Americans eat 554 million tacos from this restaurant every year. Do you know what restaurant that is, Alethea?
Is it Taco Bell?
Taco Bell's a great guess, but it's not correct. Jack in the Box is the correct answer. I've never had a Jack in the Box, any sort of meal from Jack in the Box before, Alethea. Have you?
I have had one meal from a Jack in the Box one time after a rugby tournament in Tennessee.
Was it good?
It was not.
It was not good. Okay. Well, 554 million tacos from Jack in the Box every year is what Americans eat. That is about 1,000 every minute.
Wow. Somebody must like them.
Is Jack in the Box a Mexican restaurant, or is it just like a morph of everything? I thought there was a cheeseburger restaurant.
I think it's some type of kind of like Burger King, Carl's Jr. situation, but they also have tacos.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
All right. And then number 5, there are 18 countries that don't have a single river in them.
Oh, what?
18 countries. That includes Libya, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Yemen.
I guess that makes sense. Saudi Arabia is the desert, right?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia is a desert, and it's kind of a bigger country, right? Like,
yeah.
Talk about like a big, vast wasteland of nothing. Not even river there. 18 countries that don't have a single river. Alethea's on here with the County Agent's Corner. Alethea, appreciate you being on. And will we talk to you again tomorrow? Or is Tyler
maybe.
Tomorrow?
I think Tyler's tomorrow, but I would be glad to call it.
Okay, we'll let you all figure. I don't know. Since Alexis is gone, I don't know what the schedule is. Is it Tyler Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday?
Something like that.
All right.
Something like that.
Well, I will await the phone call, and I'll do a better job about answering the phone this morning. Tomorrow morning than I did this morning.
You're good.
All right, Alethea, appreciate it. Talk to you later.
Thanks, Joe.
Bye. Alethea with the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. So the phone doesn't ring in studio, because if it rang, you'd hear it ringing while I'm talking on the air. But there's no light to let me know that flashes that someone's calling. I just happen to have to be looking at the phone to see the phone ring. So I was watching a video on Facebook. It was actually a video of the Padres turning a 5-4-3 triple play last night to beat the Dodgers. It was the last play of the game. They were up 5-4 and hit a ground ball to third, and the Padres turned a triple play, and that clinched a playoff spot for them. They clinched a playoff spot, turned into triple play. So I was into that video watching it, and Rick poked his head around the corner and said, "Hey, your county agent tried to call, and you didn't answer." And I looked down, and the phone wasn't ringing, and Alethea texted me and said, "Hey, are we doing radio today?" So I got caught up watching the 5-4-3 triple play and forgot to look at the phone and answer it when Alethea called, which is why I said I'll do a better job about answering the phone tomorrow. 7:46 in the morning, and we got sports coming your way, and what's gone on in Hollywood overnight as well is next.
This is how we doing it with this Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Pfister and Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Big Blue Madness tickets go on sale this Friday at 5 o'clock via Ticketmaster.com and the Ticketmaster app. Big Blue Madness is the annual tip-off for Kentucky men's and women's basketball. It takes place October 11th in Rupp Arena. The tickets are free, but you have to go through Ticketmaster to get them. Approaching the midpoint of the high school football season, the number of unbeaten teams in Kentucky is down to 23. Class 4A has 8 of them, including Boyle County, Wayne County, Franklin County, and Western Hills. There are 3 unbeatens in both 1A and 2A, 5 in 3A, including Rockcastle County, and 2 each in 5A and 6A. In high school football this Friday night, Hometown Radio brings you 3 games. Boyle County visits Lexington Catholic on Z105. Mercer County hosts Madison Southern on WHBN. And Garrett County entertains West Jessamine, delayed on Z105. Danville has an open date. Other area action finds Anderson County at South Oldham, Lincoln County at Somerset, Russell County at East Jessamine, Marion County at Dayton, Casey County at Metcalfe County, Eminence at Washington County, and Clay County at Rockcastle County in a battle of unbeatens. Kentucky's a 17.5-point underdog at 6th-ranked Ole Miss this Saturday in Jackson. The Rebels are averaging 54 points a game in their 4 outings. UK is coming off a 41-7 win over Ohio University, while Ole Miss was ripping Georgia Southern 52-13. Kickoff for the Cats and the Rebels is at 12 noon Saturday on Z105. In baseball yesterday, the Astros clinched the AL West by edging the Mariners 3-2. The Orioles clinched an AL wildcard berth with a 5-3 win over the Yankees, and the Padres clinched a playoff berth in the National League with a 4-2 win over the Dodgers. The Guardians beat the Reds 6-1. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Serving Boyle County seniors.
At a gathering place, we are working to make our facility the best it's ever been, but we need your help. Come to the table and show your support. We need new tables for our seniors. You can be a table sponsor for $500. Brunch with Friends is $250. Three's Company is $200. Tea for Two is $150, or Dine Solo for $100. Or you can pick your own amount. Visit our Facebook page for the GoFundMe link to donate, or call 859-236-2070 for more info.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560. Right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Okay, it's brought to you by our friends over at O'Charlie's, where it's a free pie Wednesday today. With each adult meal entree, you get a free piece of pie. Also, remember, every day, your meal comes with awesome, warm O'Charlie's buttery rolls. So roll into O'Charlie's in the Danville Manor Shopping Center on the Danville Bypass. Cloudy skies, rain showers, a high of 74, low tonight 60. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, a high of 73. On Friday, rain showers likely and a high Friday of 74 and up to 2 inches of rain possible. Right now it's 7:53. It is Wednesday, the 25th day of the month of September, and 67 degrees as you're waking up on this Wednesday morning. We are booking a flight and heading out west and going to the world of weird where the celebrities live. Those people so rich and famous, they're disassociated with reality. Again, the rule of thumb for this segment, if a celebrity does it, says it, or endorses a political candidate, you should probably do the opposite. It's the Showbiz segment. Here we go. All right, Johnny Depp and soap aren't two things you normally associate with each other. But during a recent press conference, Johnny said his life had become a soap opera. He was at a film festival in Spain promoting a movie he directed called Modi, 3 Days on the Wings of Madness. It's about an Italian artist and his struggles in Paris during World War I. And Johnny said, quote, "Each character has their story because I'm sure we can say that I've been through numbers of things here and there. Maybe yours didn't turn into a soap opera. Televised, in fact." He added, quote, "Well, we all go through what we go through." Okay, story number 2 coming from Lady Gaga, who announced yesterday she's releasing a companion album to The Joker. It's called Harlequin, and it comes out this Friday, actually. Has 13 tracks with titles like Smile, The Joker, and That's Life. It's unclear if any of these songs are covers, originals, or a mix of both. Gaga previously said that she taught herself how to sing poorly as Harley Quinn. It's probably safe to say that the songs in this album are not the same ones she sings badly in the movie, or at least not the same versions. It's also worth mentioning that Harlequin is not her anticipated 7th album. Earlier this month, she said the first single from LG7 comes out sometime in October, so Harlequin is just kind of like a standalone project type thing. And back in August, the state of Arkansas announced that they were adding a statue of Johnny Cash to the National Statuary Collection in the U.S. Capitol. Well, yesterday, the Man in Black statue was revealed. This makes him the first musician to ever receive a statue at the Capitol. Pretty awesome. The statue says Johnny Cash, 1932 to 2003. Singer, songwriter, artist, humanitarian. Johnny's daughter, Roseanne Cash, was there for the ceremony and said, quote, "I'm very careful not to put words in his mouth since his passing, but on this day I can safely say, of all the many honors and accolades he received in his lifetime, this is the ultimate." Johnny Cash, the first musician to receive a statue at the U.S. Capitol. Lady Gaga is releasing a companion album to Joker, and Johnny Depp says his life became a soap opera. That's what's going on in Hollywood. Melton's Deli in Danville, where we're going for lunch this afternoon. Let's go with the number 6 turkey bacon Swiss. It's $6.99 at Melton. Smoked turkey, Swiss cheese, crisp bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served in a buttery croissant. $6.99 for the turkey bacon Swiss. Number 6 on the Melton's Deli menu. You can tell them you heard them this morning on the Joe Show that you want to try out the sandwich of the day. The turkey, bacon, and Swiss at 247 East Main and 995 Ben Ally Drive in Danville. The turkey, bacon, Swiss, number 6 on the Melton's menu. It's 7:56 in the morning. Back in a minute to wrap up this 7 o'clock hour.
Your new career could begin this Thursday during a huge regional job fair and expo, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside the showroom in Danville, corner of the Bypass and Lebanon Road. The Danville Boyle County Development Corporation, along with the Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln Chambers, have invited over 50 different businesses with many good-paying jobs available for immediate placement. Stop by between 11 and 2 for free burgers and hot dogs and free Pepsi products. Your new career can start Thursday during a huge regional job fair, 11 to 2 in Danville, inside the showroom on the Bypass and Lebanon Road. Broadcast live 11 to 2 on Z105.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. If you receive a call from what looks to be your bank and are asked for your account number or online banking password, don't give it to them. This is a scam. Your bank already has this information. Call your bank to verify requests.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
7:58 in the morning. There is a house in New Jersey that just recently sold $1.3 million. And they demolished it afterwards. So the people that you talk about a waste of money. You talk about having way too much money. You can buy a house for $1.3 million just so you can demolish it and build brand new there. Well, check out this new show that's coming on HGTV. It's based on Fixer Upper, but they're not fixing this. They're smashing it, so it's called Smasher Upper. It's a new show coming on. Here's the trailer for it.
Coming to HGTV, Linda is looking for a house that's spacious, has great curb appeal, and is ripe for the smashin' because she's got a hunger for destruction. Let's see if she finds what she's looking for. It's Smasher Upper.
All right, over here's the kitchen. Nice new cabinets.
Ooh, I like these.
I could really see myself smashing these with a sledgehammer right after I buy the house.
Okay. Anyway, let's look at the master bedroom, freshly painted and...
I'm gonna smash these walls good.
Excuse me?
I'll take it. Step aside.
It's all coming up on Smasher Upper, only on HGTV.
There you go. Coming up at the 8 o'clock in the morning hour, we've got... At 8:10, State Senator Amanda Mace Bledsoe. And 9 o'clock in the morning hour, 9:10, John Bodner. The Titletown Turkey Trot 5K is coming on Thanksgiving morning. We'll talk with John about that at 9:10.
This is the Talk of the Town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Thousands of Florida residents are being ordered to evacuate ahead of Tropical Storm Helene. The storm is expected to become a hurricane today and would be the fourth hurricane to make landfall in the U.S. when it hits Florida's Gulf Coast, probably late Thursday. National Hurricane Center Deputy Director Jamie Rome says Helene will push tropical storm force winds well inland and bring storm surge to the entire Florida Gulf Coast.
In the Tampa Bay area, the potential exists for 5 to 8 feet of storm surge.
Forecasters say Helene could make landfall in Florida's Big Bend region as a Category 3 hurricane as it intensifies over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. The Department of Justice is suing Visa over alleged antitrust violations. Visa is accused by the Department of Justice and Attorney General Merrick Garland of monopolizing debit markets.
Visa has unlawfully amassed the power to extract fees that far exceed what it could charge in a competitive market. Merchants and banks pass along those costs to consumers, either by raising prices or reducing quality or service.
Prosecutors say Visa controls debit network markets by using agreements with merchants, card issuers, and competitors. Garland said Visa's unlawful conduct affects not only the price of one thing, but the price of nearly everything. The DOJ said over 60% of U.S. debit transactions run on Visa's network, with Visa raking in more than $7 billion in processing fees each year. And a Senate report finds that the Secret Service is facing numerous problems, keeping it from doing its job effectively. The 94-page report out today finds that a number of failures in security, planning, and communication directly contributed to the July assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania rally. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Meet Sarah. From First Time Nana Moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To Annual Girls Trip Moments. Your can't miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pros, now's your chance to save big during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Right now, save big on appliances like the GE Stainless Steel Kitchen Suite. Plus, save $40 on 5-gallon pails of Valspar Reserve, Valspar Defense, and Valspar Stain. Shop Pro Savings Days today for big savings on everything you need to get the job done right. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 9/27 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
A Haitian nonprofit is filing criminal charges against former President Donald Trump and running mate Senator J.D. Vance. More from Tammy Trujillo.
First Amendment attorney Subodh Chandra says the charges may be warranted.
If a judge honestly and dispassionately reviews the facts and reads the law on disrupting public services, making false alarms, telecommunications harassment, then the court will issue arrest warrants.
The charges stem from claims which both Trump and Vance have made that Haitian immigrants are eating pets in Springfield. The charges were able to be filed due to an Ohio statute that allows private citizens to file criminal charges. City and county prosecutors are now reviewing the charges to determine if there is probable cause.
Close to 200 chemicals linked to breast cancer are used in food packaging and plastic utensils. More from Brian Shook.
A new study shows that 76 breast carcinogens from food contact materials can be found in people. Researchers reported their findings in the journal Frontiers in Toxicology. This comes as rates of early onset breast cancer in younger women are increasing. I'm Brian Shook.
A new study shows 1 in 10 college students have electronic devices that are infected with malware. Rebecca Hughes with more.
The university is like a city. They have everything that that an attacker might want, from financial resources to intellectual property that could be stolen and resold to systems they could ransom.
Damon Fleury is the chief product officer for SpyCloud, and he says their study shows nearly 8 in 10 students are still reusing already breached passwords. He says students are not trained on how to protect themselves, and hackers know they can get access through things like popular video games.
They put malware into those packages. So when I go get a new skin for my Fortnite character, I will install that package and I'll pick up malware right away.
He suggests using one device for your protected information like banking or accessing the school network, and another for gaming and surfing the web.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Local high school football at Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Liam Tomlinson, voice of the Danville Admirals. Listen to every Danville Admiral football game on WHIR.
Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, September the 25th, and a day where cloudy skies are in the forecast and rain showers are as well. Actually, a little bit of a blip on the radar in western Boyle County. And so maybe seeing some rain there as you make your way out the door this morning. Forecast is coming your way. News is first and news is now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville schools will welcome a new class of distinguished alumni at their induction ceremony on Saturday. The event will feature 7 new inductions. Danville High School 1976 graduate Greg Cottle, who was CEO of Farmers National Bank from 2002 through 2020. 1975 graduate Patty Powell, who's the current president of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. 1984 graduate Tony Gray Jr., the current chief of police of the Danville Police Department. 1968 graduate Michael Hughes, who helped create the Danville Boyle County African American Historical Society. 1984 graduate Heather Henson, who helps manage and run the Pioneer Playhouse that was founded by her father. Doctors Russ Goodwin and Larry Scott, who established Danville's first pediatric practice, Danville Pediatrics, in 1970. And Jane Dewey, who has been the arts education director at Danville Schools for the last 25 years. The event will take place Saturday from 7 until 9 at Gravely Hall Auditorium. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children ages 5 through 8, and children under 5 get in free. A spiritual retreat center will not be built on A.T. Dean Road in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting the Mercer County Joint Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied an application to build a retreat center on A.T. Dean Road. That spiritual retreat center was named Hallelujah Acres and was going to be built on property on A.T. Dean Road near Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. Representatives from Shaker Village were against the retreat center being built there, and President of Shaker Village, Bob Gigliotti, said in a letter to the editor in last week's Harrisburg Herald that commercial development on the boundaries of Shaker Village would damage the historic integrity of that site. Attorneys for Shaker Village also argue that the proposal for commercial use in an agriculture zone was not appropriate. That's essentially what the board debated, and in a 2-to-1 vote, the Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied the request for that retreat center. Mercer County Planning and Zoning Executive Director Sean Moore has resigned. After 19 years, Moore announced he was leaving his role as P&Z Director in Mercer County to take over as the Executive Director for the Joint City-County Planning Commission in Nelson County. Kylie Donnelly took over as Acting Director of Mercer County P&Z beginning on Monday of this week. The Harrisburg Herald reports that she was hired in May of this year as an administrative assistant with the goal of eventually taking over for Moore. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jackie boy, it's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. 315 Delahaye Street. Call ahead for an appointment. They fix water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and do paintless dent repair at Danville Auto Body Shop. Cloudy skies, rain showers, a high today of 74, low tonight 60. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, high of 73, rain showers tomorrow and on Friday, where it's really going to come down Friday, up to 2 inches of rain possible on Friday. Right now, it's 8:11 in the morning. It is 67 degrees, and we welcome onto the show Boyle County State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe. Good morning, Senator Bledsoe. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning.
Yeah, appreciate you being on here this morning, Senator Bledsoe, and gearing up for Election Day in a couple of months and presidential election, and certainly a lot of big Kentucky elections as well with Amendment number 2. I've been seeing that, Senator Bledsoe, kind of all over the place. Social media, I've seen pros, I've seen cons. I had about a 15 or 20-minute discussion with someone yesterday about Amendment number 2, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions about Amendment number 2. And so, if you don't mind me asking, Senator Bledsoe, can you describe exactly what Amendment number 2 is for our listeners and tell people what they'll be voting on when it comes to Amendment number 2 in November?
Sure, I think you're exactly right. You know, this is actually a more complicated issue than people realize it is, number one. And number two, the legislature in the past probably decade has passed a variety of different ways of having somewhat charter schools or specialty schools, and the Supreme Court has basically said you can't do that. And so this very simply says, are you, as a citizen, in favor of allowing the General Assembly to enact something outside of what we would generally call the common school system for students? That's it. It doesn't say how. It doesn't say what it will look like. It doesn't. I would encourage you to look at previous legislation, because I think that would be a good guidepost of what the General Assembly has been looking at. But that's all it is. It says basically, is this something we want to do? Do we want to have some more options? And there are lots of examples in the state where we actually have options. If you look at your KEYS money, if you have a kid who just graduated high school, that KEYS money is state dollars. They're actually your dollars. They're your tax dollars. They've been paid into that system. That are being given to students who live here, and they're going to Asbury, Center, Transylvania, UK. They're going outside what we would call the traditional state-sponsored schools, because your tax dollars, it's your resources, and you're investing in where you would like to see your dollars go. We have this in everywhere else except kind of in the elementary age to high school range. So this basically says, is this something you would like the General Assembly to craft and do for the state?
So for those wondering, voting yes or no, I mean, voting no obviously would shoot the idea down, but voting yes essentially doesn't change anything It just lets the General Assembly begin to look at the process of
That's correct.
Of doing this.
It just said that's exactly right, and I think that's one of the biggest kind of concerns. There's lots of groups saying what it could be. You know, what you do want this outcome or that outcome. It really isn't even that. This is really, and it doesn't have to be throughout the state. The actual legislation on the amendment goes down to allowing this to exist in one precinct, let's say in Jefferson County. So it doesn't have to be statewide. It doesn't have to. They don't have to be. You know, we don't have to have a major system. We could actually craft something that would allow us to get that specific for the kids in those areas who may need additional options than what the ones that they're given right now.
Yeah, you had mentioned there are a lot of people saying that this is what it could be. Here's my question, Senator Bledsoe. There are fears, obviously, that this would take money away from public school systems, right? Like the money will essentially if that's what it becomes, follow the kid to whatever school they want to go to, private school, whatever it may be. It like you said, they're maybe afraid that's what it's going to be. Is there a way to stop? I mean, like if it's voted yes and the General Assembly is allowed to begin to look into this, is there a way to stop that snowball, so to say? What if that is what it becomes and people are afraid that's what it's going to be? It's kind of easy to say right now that that's not what it's going to be, or we don't know, but what if that is what it becomes? And then you can't stop the snowball. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I do, and I think you're already seeing some of that right now with school choice. The largest demographic of students in our state who have actually left the public school system have gone to homeschool. And the money that follows that child goes away completely. Doesn't show up, right? That child is choosing public school, that was choosing public school, has now decided to be homeschooled. Even if they don't go to a private school, the SEEK money that was going with that child leaves that school budget. And so what you're seeing throughout the state is people making school choice options. When the kid decides to go to Mercer County instead of Bull County, the money follows that kid. Now, your property tax money stays in your county. You know, the money you pay into your school system from that way.
Okay.
That doesn't change, and likely would not change. It's a small portion of the SEEK money that is right now following that student through public schools, or it goes completely away. And so that's happening. And you know, I've often said, when I'm new to the state senate, I'm new to the education policy and education funding, and every time I felt like I got a decent handle on how it was done, I was, well, there's 5 more exemptions. It's incredibly complicated how we fund public schools, and honestly, I think we need to relook at how we fund it completely. If you were just asking me on the outside, because the way we have it set up right now isn't really sustainable, I don't think, moving forward, regardless of school choice, because it's not getting. It may not be the best way to fund the education system.
Yeah. With State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe, I'm just, like I said, I had a conversation yesterday with some 15 or 20-minute conversation about it, and I've mentioned before on the show that I would be either the worst politician or the best politician. I don't know which one, because I see both sides to like every argument that someone brings up about anything political. Somebody could come in from one side and I say, well, that kind of makes sense. And then someone from the other side comes in and could say, well, that kind of makes sense. And so, like, I don't want to say I'm not sitting on the fence, so to say. I can't make my mind up about a lot of things because there are arguments, I think, to both sides that seem to make sense for a lot of these things.
Well, there are arguments to both sides, and let me just reassure, like I said before, nobody in the General Assembly and the majority party is interested in closing public education or interested in reducing it. If we wouldn't have, we would not have made the massive investment financially that we did in the soft budget cycle, which was incredible, the largest increase since CARA. That's when I was in school. So very, very significant. And I say that because I think it lets the credibility that the majority party wants public education to be successful and is going to put money behind, and has put money behind it to do it. I think the question is, does every kid in this city or in these communities have the best access to education that fits them? You know, I've got two children. They've been in both private and in public education. Different things have fit them at different seasons of their own growth. And we made different choices for them based on what fit their personalities, based on what fit their needs, and where we felt was best for them. Well, there are a lot of children and communities and families that don't have those same options in our state. And so the thought has been, how do we help those who don't have the options that other families are making through choice to have a little bit more help? I doubt this is ever going to help me, and I'm not interested in helping me. I'm interested in helping the kids who feel stuck in the system, that don't feel help, that don't feel like they have a pathway forward, that need some extra help making it work. I have a friend who has 4 children. They're in a quasi-homeschool environment where they go to school 3 days and are home 2 days. And he's a strong advocate of this, and they're barely pinching pennies. And he made the point, and these are my tax dollars that I'm spending to help education, and I'm spending more. All I'm asking is for a little bit of help to make the choice that I think is best for my family. A reduction in maybe my income tax or my property tax that helps me support what I want to do for them. They're still my dollars. You know, the state dollars are public dollars. They're your dollars. We don't create money. You know, This is trying to find a system that works for you. And I think most people are really happy in their system where they are. You talk to a lot of county schools and they're thrilled. No one's trying to poach kids or, get rid of a system. It's really about trying to find what's best for kids and not necessarily what's best for systems. And I think that's one of the big criticisms of some of our education systems, as you will, is they maybe aren't fitting all the kids. And, Boyle County is very fortunate to have an excellent education system. It works really well, and you've got lots of different options actually in Boyle County for private or public schools that are really good. Not every county and not every community has those great options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe, I'm sure we'll have more conversations in the future because I know I've got more questions about Amendment 2, but I don't want to take all the time up on that, especially since we do have another month and a half before we are voting, so we'll have more conversations about that as we go throughout heading up to Election Day. But Senator Bledsoe, kind of opening the floor for you, what are some things that you've been working on?
Well, one of the things that we're heading into Frankfurt today, actually, to meet with the Pediatric Cancer Research Institute. They are funded through the state to do some cancer research specifically for pediatrics. And so they're giving an update on some of what they've been working on, as well as the Ronald McDonald House from Lexington is actually presenting a little bit on what they've been doing to help serve. I am fortunate never having to have had my children in that environment, but I know several who have, and having resources like that across the state are just critical. So they're going to kind of give an update on what they've been working on. Yesterday was an incredibly busy day in terms of working on housing issues and on police and fire pension. And if you've followed pensions, speaking of teachers, over the last 20 years, when I was growing up, there was a big concern if there would actually be a pension from the state in some of these sectors because they were so poorly funded and so poorly staffed. And now, the update yesterday, we almost laughed. It's almost boring. The money has been there. We have made we put in another $250 million just this year in one bucket of those pensions. Again, the more money we can put in now, the domino effect and the ball effect of snowball, helps prevent, the coming years from having so much money to put in the state pension. And so now, if you are a teacher, if you are an administrator, if you are a firefighter or a state employee, there actually is going to be a pension for you, which is a testament to the majority party's dedication and discipline in putting money into the pension system. So that was a really tedious meeting yesterday, looking at all the numbers and making sure we're on the ball. We have a long way to go to get there, to be fully funded, but we should be very proud of the state where our financial status is right now.
State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe. She is the senator for Boyle County, for Mercer County as well, and some of the counties further north, part of Fayette County and Woodford County, correct, too?
That's correct.
There you go. I've got them all. State Senator Bledsoe. People have any questions for you, Senator Bledsoe, how can they get in touch with you?
Amanda.maysbledsoe@lrc.ky.gov. And I hear we're getting ready to get a new email system, so feel free to call the switchboard. And they'll certainly take a message, and I'll be happy to call you back.
So like a new email address? So it's not going to be typing out the name? It's going to be like something different?
Well, send me the name, but the end, here we're going to KentuckyLegislature.com. So they're phasing that over, and we're still waiting to get I'm still waiting to get my final address. So hopefully we'll get that soon.
Exciting stuff happening in the state capitol. New email addresses for everybody. This is what we want right here. Senator Bledsoe, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again next Wednesday, okay?
Sounds good.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Bye. That's State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe. Wednesday mornings at 8:10. We have her on and ask her questions about what's going on there in the state capitol. Right now, it's 8:23, and the Big Daughter has got sports coming your way next.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Big Blue Madness tickets go on sale this Friday at 5 o'clock via Ticketmaster.com and the Ticketmaster app. Big Blue Madness is the annual tip-off for Kentucky men's and women's basketball. It takes place October 11th in Rupp Arena. The tickets are free, but you have to go through Ticketmaster to get them. Approaching the midpoint of the high school football season, the number of unbeaten teams in Kentucky is down to 23. Class 4A has 8 of them, including Boyle County, Wayne County, Franklin County, and Western Hills. There are 3 unbeatens in both 1A and 2A, 5 in 3A, including Rockcastle County, and 2 each in 5A and 6A. In high school football this Friday night, Hometown Radio brings you 3 games. Boyle County visits Lexington Catholic on Z105. Mercer County hosts Madison Southern on WHBN. And Garrett County entertains West Jessamine, delayed on Z105. Danville has an open date. Other area action finds Anderson County at South Oldham, Lincoln County at Somerset, Russell County at East Jessamine, Marion County at Dayton, Casey County at Metcalfe County, Eminence at Washington County, and Clay County at Rockcastle County in a battle of unbeatens. Kentucky's a 17.5-point underdog at 6th-ranked Ole Miss this Saturday in Jackson. The Rebels are averaging 54 points a game in their 4 outings. UK is coming off a 41-7 win over Ohio University, while Ole Miss was ripping Georgia Southern 52-13. Kickoff for the Cats and the Rebels is at 12 noon Saturday on Z105. In baseball yesterday, the Astros clinched the AL West by edging the Mariners 3-2. The Orioles clinched an AL wildcard berth with a 5-3 win over the Yankees, and the Padres clinched a playoff berth in the National League with a 4-2 win over the Dodgers. The Guardians beat the Reds 6-1. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Imagine if you had 100 years to dedicate yourself to fun and wonder. That's exactly what Kentucky State Parks is celebrating this year. 100 years of unmatched scenery and history, with guided hikes and acclaimed golf, plus all kinds of cozy lodging and accommodations. Dedicate your weekends to creating memories that last a lifetime at parks.ky.gov.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides start with next level savings. Drive home the new 2024 Kia Forte or crowd favorite 2024 Kia Soul. Your choice, just $199 down and $199 a month.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
New 2024 Kia Forte LXS stock number 43921. $1,232 down payment. 2017 to signing plus $199 first month payment. And new 2024 Kia Soul number 44163. $2,069 down payment. $2,099 signing plus $199 first month payment plus tax title license stock and acquisition fees with approved credit. 24 month lease. 20,000 miles per year. No security deposit required. All incentives dealer. Price may not include dealer options. See dealer for details. Offer expires September 30th, 2024.
Dunn's Barbecue and Catering, located in Harrisburg, Kentucky. Here for your affordable catering needs. Ribs, chicken, brisket, as well as our famous pulled pork. All sides homemade. Available for weddings, company picnics, family reunions, or just an old-fashioned pig roast. So call 859-734-3675. That's 859-734-3675. Dunn's Catering and Barbecue. 859-734-3675. I'm Sid Dunn, like my Uncle Herb always used to say.
It's not barbecue until it's done.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, old Jackie boy, brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, Harrodsburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save and all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. Cloudy skies and rain showers. 74 the high. A low tonight of 60. Tomorrow, patch of fog. A high of 73. Rain in the forecast tomorrow. And it is just a deluge Friday. And I'm seeing that the first, that I can tell at least, the first high school football game has been moved up from Friday to Thursday because of the impending 2+ inches of rain we'll get on Friday. And Thursday's not looking like it's going to be a sunshine and lollipops here, but at least it's not 2 inches of rain Thursday. And that's Kentucky Country Day against LaRue County. They've moved their game up 24 hours from Friday night to Thursday night. So they'll play tomorrow night now because of impending doom. No, because of impending rain showers on Friday night. So we'll see if any more games follow suit. Right now, we have a full schedule, a full slate of games on Friday night in this area. Mercer County plays, Boyle County plays, Garrett plays. Danville is off on the bye week, but Lincoln County plays as well. It's going to be a full night of high school football on Friday night, and if they all do happen Friday night, which there are no changes yet in this area, they will be playing in what could be some pretty heavy rainfall there on Friday. It's 8:30 in the morning. Kentucky News Network is coming your way. Grub Gab, the world of food, is on here at 8:40, and this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history is on here at 8:50 in the morning. It is Bottom Hour News with the Kentucky News Network. Here it is.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Community Crisis Co-Response Team is ready to get to work. An $850,000 federal grant awarded earlier this year enabled Lexington to create the response team. This team includes full-time mental health professionals responding directly to mental health calls. ABC 36 says Lexington receives about 3,000 mental health calls annually. Currently, 45 officers are also involved with the mental health team. More than 30 counties across Kentucky have been issued a burn ban. The open burning of any materials or the lighting of fireworks can easily spark a brush fire or wildfire in the drought conditions the state is experiencing. Barron, Breathitt, Gallatin, Edmondson, Franklin, Henderson, Logan, Hopkins, and Todd counties are just some of the counties with outdoor burn bans in place. Officials advise checking with your county on the status of your burn bans. Kentucky State Police reminding drivers fall means sharing the road with deer populations. John Shannon with more.
Over $1 billion in damage is done to vehicles in the country every year due to collisions with deer. Fall is the peak time of year for the 4 different species in the Commonwealth to be active in the early morning and early evening hours. The KSP cautions that drivers need to be mindful of the increased dangers deer can create on Kentucky roads and to slow down while traveling through an area prone to deer. If a collision is unavoidable, never veer away from the deer. Sudden sharp turns could place a driver in the path of oncoming traffic, and always buckle up. In 2023, there were 3,285 deer-related crashes in Kentucky, resulting in 202 injuries and 3 fatalities. I'm John Shannon.
In Owensboro, a section of Fenmore Street is closed for repairs. Crews will work on Fenmore from Greenbrier Street to Danbury Street, and this closure could possibly last up to 6 weeks while a concrete slab is repaired. Detours are posted. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Let's go to Wendy's for lunch and dinner today because they've got the $5 Biggie Bag. It is the best of all the fast food deals because it lets you make your Biggie Bag uniquely yours. You can choose between a double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken sandwich. It comes with a 4-piece nugget, junior fry, and small soft drink. It's the real deal. It'll never leave you hanging, but it will leave you full. It's the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag on Houstonville Road right here in Danville. Visit Wendy's today for the $5 Biggie Bag.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville schools will welcome a new class of distinguished alumni at their induction ceremony on Saturday. The event will feature 7 new inductions. Danville High School 1976 graduate Greg Cottle, who was CEO of Farmers National Bank from 2002 through 2020. 1975 graduate Patty Powell, who's the current president of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. 1984 graduate Tony Gray Jr., the current chief of police of the Danville Police Department. 1968 graduate Michael Hughes, who helped create the Danville Boyle County African American Historical Society. 1984 graduate Heather Henson, who helps manage and run the Pioneer Playhouse that was founded by her father. Doctors Russ Goodwin and Larry Scott, who established Danville's first pediatric practice, Danville Pediatrics, in 1970. And Jane Dewey, who has been the arts education director at Danville schools for the last 25 years. The event will take place Saturday from 7 until 9 at Gravely Hall Auditorium. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children ages 5 through 8, and children under 5 get in free. A spiritual retreat center will not be built on A.T. Dean Road in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting the Mercer County Joint Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied an application to build a retreat center on A.T. Dean Road. That spiritual retreat center was named Hallelujah Acres and was going to be built on property on A.T. Dean Road near Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. Representatives from Shaker Village were against the retreat center being built there, and President of Shaker Village, Bob Gigliotti, said in a letter to the editor in last week's Harrisburg Herald that commercial development on the boundaries of Shaker Village would damage the historic integrity of that site. Attorneys for Shaker Village also argue that the proposal for commercial use in an agriculture zone was not appropriate. That's essentially what the board debated, and in a 2-to-1 vote, the Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied the request for that retreat center. Mercer County Planning and Zoning Executive Director Sean Moore has resigned. After 19 years, Moore announced he was leaving his role as P&Z Director in Mercer County to take over as the Executive Director for the Joint City-County Planning Commission in Nelson County. Kylie Donnelly took over as Acting Director of Mercer County P&Z beginning on Monday of this week. The Harrisburg Herald reports that she was hired in May of this year as an administrative assistant with the goal of eventually taking over for Moore. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Did you know there's money available to help you pay for trade school or college? Yep, and all you need to do is fill out the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. Completing the FAFSA costs you nothing but time, and it can pay off big. And there are experts across Kentucky who can help. For more info, visit gearupky.org/money. That's gearupky.org/money.
Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This Saturday, the Cats head to the Magnolia State for an early day SEC battle. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday morning at 10 with kickoff at noon.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM C105.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jackie boy, thanks for that, buddy. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at the Little Sign Shop. See the new owners and operators at the Little Sign Shop. They offer full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them, 859-238-7391, the Little Sign Shop. Mostly cloudy, a high of 74, a low tonight of 60 tomorrow. Patchy fog, otherwise cloudy, a high of 73, and Friday, rain shower, thunderstorm chances, and a high of 73. Right now it's 8:37 in the morning. It's 67 degrees in Danville, and Wedding Planning with Pim is coming your way right now.
Hi, I'm Timothy Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. No matter the party, hiring a caterer is an enormous job. And if you're hiring a caterer for your wedding reception, well, that can be gigantic. This is the person who will create and present the menu, and it's his or her quality of service and professionalism that will be most apparent to your guests. After all, the guests will remember if the food was heavenly, and they'll remember if it was freezer burn. Where do you start? Collect names and phone numbers of local caterers. Brainstorm recent formal events you've attended. Call the hosts of those events and ask for their caterers' names and numbers. This is the absolute best way to find and hire a caterer. When you make the call to the caterer, you'll need to have the date, time, and location of the wedding, whether it's an outdoor or home wedding, the size of the guest list, and what kind of reception it will be. Formal dinner, buffet, hors d'oeuvres, or just cake and punch. If your date is clear on her calendar, she'll probably email you menu options and professional services contracts, or invite you in for a sit-down consultation. A sit-down is a good thing. It's a sign of a caterer who's willing to listen to you, willing to show you samples of her work, and it's a chance for you to meet her, see her workspace, and get a general feel for her professionalism. My love note for today, always go for the meet and greet and a taste testing.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director for your Boyle County Health Department. The health and safety of our residents is of great importance to me. Each year, lives are lost due to lung cancer, many of which are preventable. That is something that I would like to see change. Lung cancer deaths associated with smoking and exposure to radon gas are considered by the Environmental Protection Agency as the foremost contributing factors in causing lung cancer. This is where the Boyle County Health Department can help. We have smoking cessation classes beginning often, and the entire program only lasts 13 weeks. Imagine how much better you can feel in just a few short weeks. Also, our environmental staff has information on radon indoor air mitigation systems that can greatly reduce the risk of radon gas in your home. For more information on either of these programs, contact your Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Thank you.
Get your taste buds ready because every Wednesday, the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty is having the ultimate barbecue feast. Indulge in a mouth-watering lineup on their buffet featuring barbecue pork, brisket, fried chicken, barbecue ribs, mac and cheese, baked beans, and potato wedges. Bring your appetite and join the Bread of Life Cafe for a finger-licking good time. The Bread of Life Cafe has been serving up good old Southern cooking since 1995. With a loaded buffet and extensive menu, fill her up with a visit to the Bread of Life Cafe, Highway 127, 5 miles north of Liberty.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue. Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
8:43 in the morning. Everyone's talking about this fat baby penguin that's gone viral. And you can see, look this up online, this fat, fuzzy penguin named Pesto. Everybody's talking about Pesto, the fat baby penguin. He's gone viral online now, and you can check out this ad and buy the new Pesto, the fat baby penguin calendar. This is going to be something you're going to want on your wall. The Fat Baby Penguin calendar as the rain starts coming down again.
You love Pesto, the adorable fat baby penguin.
We sure do.
Well, now you can look at Pesto, the fat baby penguin, every day of the year. Introducing the Pesto, the fat baby penguin calendar. Each month with a different picture of Pesto, the fat baby penguin in all sorts of poses and situations.
March is Pesto, the fat baby penguin, getting a haircut. He's so fat.
July is Pesto, the fat baby penguin at the grocery store. He's shopping for food because he's so fat.
You'll love the Pesto, the fat baby penguin calendar.
November is Pesto, the fat baby penguin, getting his tires rotated. Why is he doing that?
Who cares? Look how fat he is.
It's the Pesto, the fat baby penguin calendar. In stores now.
Oh, there you go. Let's see what's going on out west in Grub Gab, the world of food where you can always just eat it. Here we go. Starting off with one of my favorite restaurants, Zaxby's celebrates the return of college football with the introduction of the new Chicken Finger Taco Tailgate Variety Pack. The limited-time variety pack offers your choice of 9 chicken finger tacos, either in Chipotle Ranch with Pico or Avocado Ranch BLT flavors for just $20. You can choose 3 sets of 3 chicken finger tacos in either option. The Chipotle Ranch with Pico tacos, a hand-breaded chicken finger paired with shredded iceberg lettuce, cheddar jack cheese, and pico de gallo, all doused in Zaxby's mild heat Chipotle Ranch, sauced and nestled in a warm flour tortilla. Or the Avocado Ranch BLT tacos, a signature hand-breaded chicken finger nestled between sliced Roma tomatoes, hickory smoked hardwood bacon, and shredded iceberg lettuce, all drizzled in Zaxby's new Avocado Ranch. The new Chicken Finger Taco Tailgate Variety Pack is available at participating Zaxby's locations nationwide for a limited time. Hey, Culver's just in time for National Cheese Curd Day. Culver's has announced the return of its fan-favorite Curder Burger for the 3rd consecutive October, along with the launch of the new Hot Honey Cheese Curd starting October 15th. And only at Culver's Cheesy Delight, the Curder, that's just tough to say, Curder Burger features fresh, never-frozen beef topped with the crown of a golden fried cheese, a blend of yellow and white cheddar surrounded by a seasoned crispy breadcrumb coating, along with lettuce, tomatoes, sweet red onions, pickles, and signature mayonnaise, all served in a lightly buttered toasted bun. Hot honey cheese curds as well. The golden fried crunch of the chain's iconic Wisconsin cheese curds, elevated with a touch of sweet heat from a hot honey breading. It is the Curder Burger. And then General Mills has launched 2 new snack mixes that are said to be perfect for tailgating this football season. The items are aged cheddar Gardettos and Bugles Tabasco-flavored crispy corn snacks. Aged cheddar Gardettos combine pretzel, rye crackers, breadsticks, and more from an authentic family recipe with a sharp, tangy cheddar flavor. And Bugles Tabasco have that tangy, spicy flavor with collaboration from Tabasco and are cone-shaped and easy to dip. Those are available exclusively at 7-Eleven, a larger rollout planned for December. General Mills has 2 new snack mixes perfect for tailgating. Culver's reintroduces the Curder Burger and launches a new hot honey cheese curd. And Zaxby's unveils new chicken finger taco tailgate variety packs. The world of food, you can always just eat it. It's 8:47 in the morning. Rain coming down here at Fort Radio. Another rainy day expected, and we see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B coming up next.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Big Blue Madness tickets go on sale this Friday at 5 o'clock via Ticketmaster.com and the Ticketmaster app. Big Blue Madness is the annual tip-off for Kentucky men's and women's basketball. It takes place October 11th in Rupp Arena. The tickets are free, but you have to go through Ticketmaster to get. Approaching the midpoint of the high school football season, the number of unbeaten teams in Kentucky is down to 23. Class 4A has 8 of them, including Boyle County, Wayne County, Franklin County, and Western Hills. There are 3 unbeatens in both 1A and 2A, 5 in 3A, including Rockcastle County, and 2 each in 5A and 6A. In high school football this Friday night, Hometown Radio brings you 3 games. Boyle County visits Lexington Catholic on Z105. Mercer County hosts Madison Southern on WHBN. And Garrett County entertains West Jessamine, delayed on Z105. Danville has an open date. Other area action finds Anderson County at South Oldham, Lincoln County at Somerset, Russell County at East Jessamine, Marion County at Dayton, Casey County at Metcalfe County, Eminence at Washington County, and Clay County at Rockcastle County in a battle of unbeatens. Kentucky's a 17.5-point underdog at 6th-ranked Ole Miss this Saturday in Jackson. The Rebels are averaging 54 points a game in their 4 outings. UK is coming off a 41-7 win over Ohio University, while Ole Miss was ripping Georgia Southern 52-13. Kickoff for the Cats and the Rebels is at 12 noon Saturday on Z105. In baseball yesterday, the Astros clinched the AL West by edging the Mariners 3-2. The Orioles clinched an AL wildcard berth with a 5-3 win over the Yankees, and the Padres clinched a playoff berth in the National League with a 4-2 win over the Dodgers. The Guardians beat the Reds 6-1. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi. Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is so back for its 13th year on the Hometown Radio Network, breaking down all the area high school football games from 6 o'clock until 7 Friday nights on WHIR and WHBM. Join us. We have a blast. We talk high school football. We even do the high school fantasy football draft. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show. It's the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show, Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBM, and HometownLive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, thank you there, Jackie Boy. It's brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop and our new owners and operators. The Little Sign Shop offers all types of quality signs at affordable pricing. Many signs within 24 hours in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them. 859-238-7391. Cloudy skies and rain showers, a high of 74. A low tonight of 60. More rain tomorrow. The heaviest rain comes in here on Friday. Up to 2 inches of rain is possible. It's 8:53 in the morning. It's 67 degrees on this Wednesday, the 25th day of the month of September. 238 WHIR, your phone number to call in as we take a look at what's gone on this date in music history, rock and roll, pop, and R&B, that makes this date a date to remember. Starting off on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B, 1964, where this group began recording one of their greatest hits of all time. Yep, the Temptations began recording the song My Girl at Hitsville, USA in Detroit. It was actually the first Temptations single to feature David Ruffin on lead vocals. Song written by Smokey Robinson and Ronald White. The song went on to become their first ever U.S. #1 and the first of 15 top 10 hits for the Temptations. My Girl, the Temptations. It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B in 1980. On this date, 1980, where the drummer with Led Zeppelin, John Bonham, died at the age of 32. A heavy drinking session, Bonzo was found dead at Jimmy Page's house of what was described as asphyxiation. He, of course, choked in his own vomit. Excessive vodka consumption apparently took 40 shots in 4 hours. During live sets, his drum solo, Moby Dick, would often last for half an hour and regularly featured his use of his bare hands. In 2007, Ludwig issued a limited edition drum kit in Bonham's memory. On this date, 1980, John Bonham died at the age of 32.
There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings, sometimes all of us.
Yeah, and it was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1982, where this group made a live performance playing this song. Yeah, Queen made a guest appearance on Saturday Night Live. They performed Crazy Little Thing Called Love, also performed Under Pressure on that Saturday Night Live. On this date, 1982, where Queen made some history on Saturday Night Live. There you go, Queen. John Bonham and the Temptations have made their mark on this date. Rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides start with next level savings. Score 0.9% on select models, like the hot new 2024 Kia Sorento and 2024 Kia Sportage.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
0.9% APR financing up to 48 months at $21.22 per month per thousand financed through Kia Motor Finance on 2024 Kia Sorento and Sportage. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Offer expires September 30th, 2024.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
8:58 in the morning, heading towards 9 o'clock at 9:10 this morning. We've got John Bodner going to join the show. And John is the one over the Titletown Turkey Trot, and we'll talk with John about what's going on Thanksgiving morning here in Danville and Boyle County at the Boyle County Football Stadium. And it's going to be a lot of fun there. Titletown Turkey Trot, we'll be there live, doing a live broadcast and interviewing runners before and after the race from 7:30 to 9 on Thanksgiving morning, and going to be fun talking about that with John Bodner at 9:10. Then at 9:35, Jazz from the Danville Christmas Parade. Going to be on here, and already talking Christmas, but today is September 25th, which means exactly 3 months from today is Christmas Day. And it's starting to get in that mood where we're talking about Christmas and thinking about the upcoming Christmas Parade, which is always early in December, so that's more like 2 months away or so. So we've got a lot to talk about in the 9 o'clock in the morning hour. It's coming up here on The Joe Show on 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. 9 o'clock in the morning, top hour news is right now.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Thousands of Florida residents are being ordered to evacuate ahead of Tropical Storm Helene. The storm is expected to become a hurricane today and would be the fourth hurricane to make landfall in the U.S. this year when it hits Florida's Gulf Coast, probably late Thursday. Forecasters say Helene could make landfall in Florida's Big Bend region as a Category 3 hurricane. The CEO of Novo Nordisk is in hot water over the rising cost of the company's popular weight loss drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy. Tammy Trujillo with more.
On Tuesday, senators including Bernie Sanders questioned Lars Jorgensen and demanded answers about why the U.S. faces a higher price for those drugs than other countries.
Treat the American people the same way that you treat people all over the world. Stop ripping us off.
Novo Nordisk charges $969 per month for Ozempic in the U.S. That's compared to $155 a month in Canada and just $59 a month in Germany.
Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump have agreed to participate in 2 town halls next month for undecided Hispanic voters. Univision journalist Enrique Acevedo will field audience questions for Republican candidate Trump on October 8th in Miami and for Democratic candidate Harris on October 10th in Las Vegas. The Department of Justice is suing Visa over alleged antitrust violations. Visa is accused by the DOJ and Attorney General Merrick Garland of monopolizing debit markets.
Visa has unlawfully amassed the power to extract fees that far exceed what it could charge in a competitive market. Merchants and banks pass along those costs to consumers, either by raising prices or reducing quality or service.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hey, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024. Israel and Hezbollah continue to trade fire after the deadliest day in Lebanon in almost 2 decades. Lisa Taylor with more.
Israel said it killed a commander of the Iran-backed Lebanese militant group in an airstrike in Beirut on Tuesday. Matt Bradley reports from Lebanon.
This is Ibrahim Koubaisi, and this was, according to the IDF, one of the senior commanders of Hezbollah's missile project. They're basically one of the main guys in charge of launching missiles by Hezbollah into Israel. And this is a man, again, according to the IDF, who had been promoted in the past couple of weeks because there have been so many assassinations of top-level Hezbollah officials by the Israelis.
Lebanese officials said more than 500 people were killed, including dozens of children and women, in Israeli airstrikes on Monday. I'm Lisa Taylor.
The U.S. Postal Service is restarting its free at-home COVID-19 tests offer by the end of the month. Brian Shook with more.
The program will allow U.S. households to order up to 4 COVID-19 at-home nasal swab kits. The kits will be available while supplies last. The U.S. Health and Human Services Agency, which oversees COVID testing, has not announced an exact date for ordering to begin.
A California woman and a marmot are safe and sound after taking an unexpected road trip together. Lucinda Kay with more.
The woman spends the weekend in Yosemite National Park, and 3 days later, her dog sniffed out an unexpected passenger.
Opened the hood, and this big fat furry marmot jumped out and immediately ran back under my hood from underneath into the engine.
Phoebe Stokes lives in Northern California in Pollock Pines. She called a wildlife agency and the fire department, and they're like, get it in a box. So Stokes takes video as first responders take the car apart and free Mr. Marmot. Marmot, by the way, looks like a huge squirrel and can swim.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
We are watching a world on the verge of imploding, and I don't think we've been closer to World War III or the outbreak of a world war than we are right now. And I'm going to tell you something, why this is all happening. This is happening because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have failed the entire world. Their weakness has allowed for these hostile regimes around the world to take over. They're the ones that allowed the Iranian mullahs to get rich again. And Harris and Biden, and hopefully if she's defeated, this world is a more dangerous place than what they inherited.
The conservative underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
We don't have to wait until November to start taking our country back. Now, we can fight right now with Coin. Now, that's the conservatives' credit card. Now, you can find out a lot more about it. Go to coign.com right now. Now, instead of funneling millions and millions to the left like other credit cards, well, Coin advances conservative values, conservative causes, and charities. Now, imagine the satisfaction of earning cash back rewards while fighting the liberal agenda. Well, that is the power of Coin. Coin works everywhere the Visa is accepted. It comes with 100% U.S.-based customer service. It has consumer protections. It is a great-looking credit card you're going to take a lot of pride in using. Now, it's bright red with We the People on the front. Start shopping with America's conservative card. Apply now. COIGN.com. That's COIGN.com. And make sure you select my last name, Hannity, in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Terms apply. Just go to coin.com/disclosures for full details.
Lee's taste is bound to please. We know what makes the difference. Lee's famous recipe. Our difference is great taste. You come to the right place.
It's Wednesday. We all know what that means. It's a 3-piece special day at Lee's Famous Recipe in Danville on South 4th Street. Choose from 3 pieces of famous, crispy or strips, your choice of 2 sides, plus a hot home-style buttermilk biscuit, all of it for $1 off the regular price. If you're feeling like fish, instead, try the world-famous Danville special and get the best of both worlds. You get 2 pieces of chicken or strips combined with the famous fish and a side of your choice, plus a hot home-style buttermilk biscuit for one low price. For any catering need, give them a call at 859-236-8777 and let them do the work for you. Lee's of Danville, the best fried chicken year after year. There's a reason. Serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years. Danville's Lee's Famous Recipe, 610 South 4th Street.
Lee's famous recipe. Our difference is great taste.
Well, good morning to you. Wednesday, the 25th day of September, 092524. On your calendar, it's a cloudy day. We've seen the rain showers, and it'll be scattered here throughout the rest of this morning and afternoon. Forecast comes your way. News comes up here now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville schools will welcome a new class of distinguished alumni at their induction ceremony on Saturday. The event will feature 7 new inductions. Danville High School 1976 graduate Greg Cottle, who was CEO of Farmers National Bank from 2002 through 2020. 1975 graduate Patty Powell, who's the current president of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. 1984 graduate Tony Gray Jr., the current chief of police of the Danville Police Department. 1968 graduate Michael Hughes, who helped create the Danville Boyle County African American Historical Society. 1984 graduate Heather Henson, who helps manage and run the Pioneer Playhouse that was founded by her father. Doctors Russ Goodwin and Larry Scott, who established Danville's first pediatric practice, Danville Pediatrics, in 1970. And Jane Dewey, who has been the arts education director at Danville Schools for the last 25 years. The event will take place Saturday from 7 until 9 at Gravely Hall Auditorium. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children ages 5 through 8, and children under 5 get in free. A spiritual retreat center will not be built on A.T. Dean Road in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting the Mercer County Joint Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied an application to build a retreat center on A.T. Dean Road. That spiritual retreat center was named Hallelujah Acres and was going to be built on property on A.T. Dean Road near Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill. Representatives from Shaker Village were against the retreat center being built there, and President of Shaker Village, Bob Gigliotti, said in a letter to the editor in last week's Harrisburg Herald that commercial development on the boundaries of Shaker Village would damage the historic integrity of that site. Attorneys for Shaker Village also argue that the proposal for commercial use in an agriculture zone was not appropriate. That's essentially what the board debated, and in a 2-to-1 vote, the Board of Adjustments and Appeals denied the request for that retreat center. Mercer County Planning and Zoning Executive Director Sean Moore has resigned. After 19 years, Moore announced he was leaving his role as P&Z Director in Mercer County to take over as the Executive Director for the Joint City-County Planning Commission in Nelson County. Kylie Donnelly took over as Acting Director of Mercer County P&Z beginning on Monday of this week. The Harrisburg Herald reports that she was hired in May of this year as an administrative assistant with the goal of eventually taking over for Moore. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jack, it's brought to you by our friends over at O'Charlie's in Danville. And today's a Wednesday. It's a free pie Wednesday at O'Charlie's in Danville, the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Your meal comes with awesome, warm buttery rolls and that free slice of pie with each adult meal entree at O'Charlie's. Cloudy skies, rain showers on this Wednesday. A high today, 74. A low tonight, 60. Tomorrow, patchy fog. Rain again. A high tomorrow, 73. And Friday is going to be something up to 2 inches of rain is possible. Right now, it's 9:11 in the morning. It's 67 degrees in Danville. And we are joined on the telephone by John Bodner from Apex Promos. Good morning, John. How are you?
Good morning, Joe. Doing really good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you being on here this morning, and we're gearing up. We're excited for Thanksgiving morning. The Titletown Turkey Trot is back. It's bigger than ever this year, and it's going to be a fun event on Thanksgiving morning. Before we hop into that, John, introduce yourself to our listening audience. Tell us who John Bodner is.
Yeah, John Bodner. I'm the owner of Apex Promos. We've been doing some races up there in Danville. Obviously, my hometown. My family's all there, and it's great to get back and to be able to host these events. And we certainly love coming back to Danville and bringing the family and being there. And so we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a really good event again.
Yeah, Titletown Turkey Trot 2024. Tell us, John, about this event on Thanksgiving morning, an event that I believe the first one hosted was 2 years ago. Is that right? And you had over 200 racers in that one, and now here we are 2 years later, keeps on getting bigger.
Yeah, it keeps growing and growing. It's this will be the third year of this race, and just kind of building on that whole concept of Titletown. Obviously, a lot of history there with the Danville-Boyle County rivalry and all the state championships. And we came up with that name and that idea because Thanksgiving is kind of the football day. You got nothing going on except for football, and there's usually always a Danville or Boyle County team still playing, and so we wanted to tie that in together. And actually, oddly enough, Thanksgiving Day is the largest race and running day of the year across the entire United States. Everybody's looking for something to do because most things are closed, and it's just a good way to get out and start your day. It really brings communities together. You see a lot of people out there that you haven't seen in a while, and obviously it brings families in. So, last year we had people from 14 different states show up.
Wow.
Because they were in for Thanksgiving and visiting their family. And it just gives people that opportunity to do something fun and entertaining prior to getting that Thanksgiving Day meal going. And we try to make it that. We try to make it a family event where where you can bring the kids, whether they're participating or not, and you can get out there and get on some bounce houses. We try to give away those little things like cotton candy and popcorn and stuff like that, and have the coffee trucks and the food trucks to make it somewhat of a festival feel. So people stick around and hang out and talk and hopefully see people they haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I was talking with someone yesterday, John, about this, and for people who do not run for their exercise, maybe they're getting their exercise in a different way, and they're not runners. The people who run, the racing, the running community, they enjoy running, right? Like, for a lot of people, it's like, oh, wow, running, like, I get tired, I get hot, I get sweaty. But for people who run, they like to do it. And so to get up on a Thanksgiving morning, to be able to participate in a 5K with 200-plus other people, knowing you're at home with your family, you're going to go be eating good later on that afternoon, so all the calories you burn, you're going to replenish those later on. This is a fun event for the racing community.
Yeah, absolutely. We see groups of people that just show up and walk, because they're not looking to run that race. We have a shorter race, the 1 mile event, for people that just want to casually get out. But yeah, of course, we obviously have those people that want to be competitive about everything, and they show up wanting to win their age group or wanting to win the race overall. And yet, it's part of their normal routine to train for these types of things and come out there and run a 17-minute 5K or something like that. Wow. And they get out there and they get it done in a hurry.
I'm a runner. I run a couple times a week, and I'd gotten out of the routine of it, so I'm trying to build back up. But my average 5K time, John, was something like, if I could get it around 29, I was feeling good about myself. So to hear people finishing it in 16 and 17 minutes is mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what you're going to see at one of your races. I think the fastest person we've ever seen at one of our races was down in the Carolinas. We had a person do it in 13 minutes and 59 seconds on a certified course. And
my.
There's some amazing runners out there for sure.
Yeah. So tell us about Thanksgiving morning, John. How do we sign up? You mentioned there's going to be some things going on for the people that aren't running, so like the family can come out, kids are going to be having fun. Tell us about all of that Thanksgiving morning and where it's going on at, because I know there's a new track this year.
Yeah, so we wanted to change things up a little bit. This year we did a fun event down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where we hosted an event on a football field down there, Coastal Carolina University football field. Mm-hmm. And so we thought about trying to do something very similar to that, and Millennium Park obviously backs right up to the school property for Boyle County Schools. And so we're going to move that event this year to happen actually in Rebel Stadium. So we will be starting and finishing inside the stadium, again, just trying to tie it again a little bit more to that whole Titletown concept and make it feel like that. And it'll start at 8 a.m. People can register on Run Sign Up. You can also go to the apexpromos.com website. That'll have a link to the registration page, or you can just search it on Run Sign Up and find it there, either one. But yeah, 8 a.m. We'll have things set up around 7 a.m. for people to start coming around, hanging out, checking out all the stuff that we're going to have, and then we'll get started right around 8 a.m. and do an award ceremony right after that for people that win their age groups or win the race or anything like that.
Well, if we got people running it in 15 minutes, the award ceremony going to be at 8:15. Race starts at 8. Get back for 8:15 for the award ceremony.
Yeah, unfortunately, those fast people, they do have to wait a little. That's the punishment for being fast, is you have to wait a little bit for the award ceremony.
Yeah, so we'll be there as well from about 7 o'clock until 9 on Z105 and doing live broadcasts. We're excited about this. It's going to be fun. The Titletown Turkey Trot 5K, it's going to be at Boyle County's football stadium is where it's going to start. If you or the wife or the husband or whatever is a runner, you come out, you run in the race, bring everybody else with you. They're going to have a blast waiting on you to finish your race. There's going to be things for kids and other people to do there waiting for the race to conclude. The Titletown Turkey Trot 5K, Thanksgiving morning. John, if people have any questions about this, how can they get more information on the Titletown Turkey Trot?
They can send an email to us at info@apexpromos.com or reach out to us through the Run Sign Up website, either one, and we'll get them a response immediately.
There you go. And Apex Promos, that is a Z on the end of promos, right?
It is, yes.
Okay, so info@Apex Promos with a Z. Info@apexpromos.com, or go to the Run Sign Up website for the Titletown Turkey Trot 5K. Thanksgiving morning, it starts at 8 o'clock, and get there earlier than that and enjoy all the activities pre-race and post-race at Boyle County High School's football stadium. John, appreciate you being on and looking forward to seeing you on Thanksgiving morning. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Likewise, Joe. Appreciate
yes, sir, John.
It.
Bye. That's Sean Bodner with Apex Promos and the Titletown Turkey Trot 5K going on Thanksgiving morning here in Danville at the Boyle County Football Stadium. 67 degrees on this Wednesday, 25th day of the month of September. And we're back right after this on The Joe Show.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Your new career could begin this Thursday during a huge regional job fair and expo, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside the showroom in Danville, corner of the Bypass and Lebanon Road. The Danville Boyle County Development Corporation, along with the Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln Chambers, have invited over 50 different businesses with many good-paying jobs available for immediate placement. Stop by between 11 and 2 for free burgers and hot dogs and free Pepsi products. Your new career could start Thursday during a huge regional job fair, 11 to 2 in Danville, inside the showroom on the Bypass and Lebanon Road. Broadcast live 11 to 2 on Z105.
We hope you join Apex Promos and Bodner Roofing for the Titletown Turkey Trot. Join us Thanksgiving morning at 8 o'clock for the biggest and most festive race Danville's ever seen. The race is brought to you by Bodner Roofing. Bodner Roofing's been family-owned and operated for more than 70 years and proudly serves Boyle County and the surrounding areas. From repairs to full replacements, the experienced team with Bodner Roofing is ready to deliver quality craftsmanship that'll stand the test of time. For dependable roofing services backed by generations of expertise, call Bodner Roofing today, 236-8308, and join us Thanksgiving morning, 8 o'clock for the Titletown Turkey Trot.
This is Casey McCoy, your Boyle County Clerk. With Election Day approaching, I would like to remind everyone of 3-day early voting, a safe and secure way to cast your vote. Early voting Wednesday, October 31st through Saturday, November 2nd from 8 to 4 at the showroom on Lebanon Road in Danville.
Time out for sports this weekend with
VSiN Sports Shows
on WHIR AM 1230.
67 degrees, Wednesday, the 25th day of the month of September, 092524 on your calendar as we take a look at what's gone on this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. Starting off on this date in history, 1957, where 300 U.S. Army troops stood guard as 9 black students were escorted to their first full day of classes at Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. The children had been forced to withdraw 2 days earlier because of unruly white mobs. Here's a clip of President Eisenhower's speech he gave on what was called the Little Rock Nine.
I have today issued an executive order directing the use of troops under federal authority to aid in the execution of federal law at Little Rock, Arkansas.
It was on this date, 1997, 40 years later, where President Bill Clinton opened the door of Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas, as he welcomed back 9 black adults who faced hate-filled mobs 40 years earlier. The Little Rock Nine will welcome back on this date, 1997, 40 years later.
I want all the children here to look at these people. They persevered, they endured, and they prevailed. But it was at great cost to themselves.
And it was on this date in 2001, one of the greatest NBA players ever announced he was coming back for the Washington Wizards. Jordan became the president of basketball operations on January 19th, 2000. Here's a clip of Michael Jordan talking about he was 99.9% sure he would not come back, but it was the love of the game that brought him back to play for the Washington Wizards.
You better be sure that, things are 100% that way, and I couldn't because of my love for the game, but I was pretty sure, when I left the game in 98, I was, pretty sure that I wouldn't come back to the game, 99.9% sure.
And it was on this date in 2017, former New York Congressman Anthony WHIR was sentenced to 21 months in jail for sexting underage girls on this date in 2017.
He cried when Judge Denise Coates sentenced him to 21 months, sinking into his chair seemingly inconsolable for 5 full minutes.
And that's what's gone on this date, September the 25th. That's made this date a date to remember. Let's have the Major League Baseball trivia question of the day. Some of these playoff races are heating up. The Braves beat the Mets yesterday 5-1 to pull within a half a game of the Diamondbacks and 1 game of the Mets in the NL wildcard standings. You have the Padres that beat the Dodgers. They're still in the National League West race, ending the game with a 5-4-3 triple play in the bottom of the 9th to win that game over the Dodgers. You have Radio Rick's Cleveland Guardians, who clinched a first-round bye yesterday with a win. So you got all kinds of stuff in Major League Baseball with about 5 games left for most teams. Stuff going on that's going to make and change the way these playoff standings and the October baseball race is going to happen. And it's going on this week. And let's talk about baseball with our Major League Baseball trivia question of the day. All right, here we go. Who led National League pitchers in 4 categories and won the Cy Young Award in 1971? Was it Steve Carlton? Was it Tom Seaver? Was it Jim Palmer? Or was it Fergie Jenkins? 1971. Led the National League in 4 categories and won the Cy Young. I'm going Tom Seaver. It was not Tom Seaver. It was the Canada native Ferguson Jenkins, who led the league in wins at 24, games started 39, complete games 30, and innings pitched 325. In the Cy Young voting, he got 17 first-place votes to Tom Seaver's 6. This was controversial, as Seaver dominated Jenkins in 4 major categories. His league-best ERA was 1.76 and was a full run less than Jenkins, and he'd fanned 289, again leading the league compared to Jenkins' 263. In addition, Seaver's league-leading whip bettered Jenkins, and his ERA plus finished a league-best 194, which was also far ahead of Jenkins. However, it was Ferguson Jenkins who led the National League in complete games, innings pitched, wins, and also won the Cy Young Award that year. Gary Fogle has Kentucky Sports Memories. Gary, what do you have?
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And today, former Taylor County High girls wrestler Ava Sweet talks about what it was like to start her career wrestling against the boys.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's.
When Ava Sweet was growing up in Taylor County, the only wrestling she did was with her older brother around the house. But in 6th grade, she got introduced to organized wrestling, school-sanctioned wrestling. They were thinking of starting a girls' program, but already started a boys' program. So she started out wrestling against the boys. And I talked to her about how all that went.
So when you started wrestling with the boys, were you intimidated to wrestle against them, or your experience wrestling your big brother growing up got you over that?
I wouldn't necessarily say intimidated because they are boys. I was more intimidated because they had a lot more practice than I did, like with technique and actually knowing stuff, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So how did the guys treat you? Did they accept you, or did they go, oh, she's a girl and, let's blow her off or whatever?
At first, they were definitely like, oh, she'll probably be here for a couple months, couple weeks. We can get her out of here real quick. But after a while, they just started to become like my older brothers, and it was like a family that you could never break up. They were always there for me. They would do anything for me, and that's what I loved about it. So it was like just having a team of older brothers.
So having played softball growing up and then giving that up to take up wrestling, did you fall in love more with wrestling than you ever were with softball?
I would say, yes, I would say so. Softball was more of like my mom wanted me to get into doing something, and softball was something that all the little girls were doing. So I just kind of kept with it until I found something that I really loved and enjoyed to do.
So she was not only wrestling against the boys, she was holding her own. And as a matter of fact, like she said, it happened with her older brother when she was a kid. At times, she was winning against the boys. So how did the guys handle that? Tomorrow, that'll be our topic of conversation. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Gary Fogle, KSM, Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays here on the Joe Show at this time at 9:30 in the morning. And looking at 67 degrees coming up, we're talking with Jasmine from the Danville Christmas Parade. She'll be on here next, about a month and a half away from that.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky State Police is releasing more details from the incident that resulted in the death of Deputy Josh Phipps. KSP Trooper Jake Smith performed a traffic stop on Joshua Arnold in Russell Springs when the suspect sped away and then ran on foot. A number of officers responded to search for Arnold, including Deputy Phipps, who came upon the suspect in a camper. Arnold and Phipps exchanged gunfire, with both sustaining injuries and dying at the hospital. An FBI report released Monday shows certain crimes are up in the Commonwealth while being down across the nation. The crimes that have risen in Kentucky include auto theft, property crime, larceny, and aggravated assault. The high crime is related to the drug epidemic, especially in eastern Kentucky. A new legal clinic is opening in downtown Louisville to help with the growing immigrant population in the city.
Thanks to a grant from the Kentucky legislature during their 2024 session, the Brandeis School of Law is opening an immigration law clinic located in the Legal Aid Society building downtown. The clinic will serve clients who are authorized to be in the United States and the Commonwealth of Kentucky but don't have the requisite documentation to prove it. U of L law students will represent clients and assist them in completing the required paperwork to attain legal status and a path to citizenship. According to clinic director Chris Kozol, much of the foreign-born population who are eligible to apply for work permits or permanent status lack access to legal representation, making it difficult for them to join the workforce. The clinic will help smooth the way for immigrants to obtain the necessary paperwork to join the workforce. Louisville Metro Government government estimates the immigrant share of Jefferson County residents could exceed 18% by 2040. I'm John Shannon.
Passengers of a small plane are safe after the pilot made an emergency landing at the Lake Cumberland Regional Airport yesterday afternoon. The aircraft was headed from Savannah, Georgia to Chicago when smoke filled the cabin. The plane landed safe with no reported injuries. I'm Taryn Johnson.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Would you like to receive a free gift? Refer a friend or family member to Farmers National Bank and receive your free gift. It's simple. Visit the bank's website at fnbky.com. And when your friend opens a Farmers National Bank checking account, you receive a free gift. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You've probably noticed that Papa's Quick Stop has one of the largest selections of Candleberry candles in central Kentucky. Candleberry's the premier name in candles, a name you know and trust. Papa's Quick Stop has a large supply of colorful cookie jars, candy jars, large jars, small jars, room sprays, cargo air fresheners, tarts, and tart warmers in stock. Enjoy a huge array of powerful fragrances that last to the end of the burn. Engage your senses now at Papa's Quick Stop across the Naboa County Fairgrounds, your local Candleberry connection. Republic Services of Kentucky offers a single-source solution for all of your disposal needs, servicing residential, commercial, and industrial customers with offerings that include recycling and other disposal options. You have enough to worry about on a daily basis. Leave waste disposal to Republic Services. They'll handle it from there. For a quote or to discuss services, reach out to republicservices.com or give them a call at 859-263-2000. 263-2000.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Lease a new 24 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab SLE for only $279 per month for 24 months. $62.61 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 10,000 miles per year. Stock M24 188. Must be a current leasee. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jack, appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you by calling Mark Dexter or Chris Reitmeyer for a free quote at 859-236-6686. Cloudy skies, scattered rain showers today. Had some roll through about an hour ago. Lots of stuff well east of us and some stuff brewing west of us. But here in central Kentucky, just cloudy, overcast skies and certainly dealing with wet conditions. However, are going to be that way for the rest of this week, particularly circling Friday. Up to 2 inches of rain possible on Friday alone. Right now, 9:35 in the morning, and we are joined by Jasmine with the Hampton Inn and the Holiday Inn Express and Danville's Small Town Christmas Parade, which is coming up a lot sooner rather than later.
Yes, it is.
It's hard to believe. Actually, 3 months from today, Jasmine, is Christmas Day. Today is September 25th.
That is very soon.
3 months from today is Christmas Day. And we do have the Christmas Parade coming up in early December, and we are excited about that. Jasmine, the Danville Small Town Kentucky Christmas Parade is coming back. Tell us what's going on the evening of Saturday, December the 7th.
Yes, so it's going to be Saturday, December the 7th. Activities are going to be downtown, hopefully close to Constitution Square, starting around noontime, and then the parade will start at 7. So that's the week after the tree lighting. So the tree lighting will be the weekend before, to the last that I heard about it. Some of the activities are going to include the train again, and they're hoping to have some face painting for the kids, maybe some Christmas or ornament decorating, and hopefully some performers. And, of course, cookies and hot chocolate.
So last year, if I remember correctly, most of the activities were around Whizziger Park and down that way. So it's going to be at Constitution Square this year?
We're hoping so.
Okay.
Yeah, we're hoping so. Of course, we have to get a permit for it, but we're hoping to be towards Constitution Square this year.
So what can people expect on that December the 7th? I know you mentioned, hot chocolate cookies and things like that, but starting around lunchtime and then going through about 7 o'clock that evening when the Christmas parade is going to be launching, quote-unquote, down Main Street. Tell us what we can, although that 7-hour period, what's going to be going on downtown?
Usually the Arts Center has some things going on, too. There will be some food trucks downtown, probably close to Constitution Square, and then again at the corner of 4th Street and Main. I would assume Plaid Elephant Books will have an event again for reading with the kids, and then we'll probably have some character sightings like we did last year, cookies and hot chocolate downtown again, and then some of the businesses downtown are decorating their businesses as the 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay.
And that'll be done before that day, so if you're shopping downtown along with the activities, you'll see the 12 Days of Christmas through downtown as well.
Is Main Street going to be closed all day long or just for the parade?
I think it will be closed just closer to the parade.
Okay.
So I don't think it'll be closed until closer to 4 or 5 o'clock for the parade. Same parade route where it'll start at the corner of College Street and Main, and it'll end at the corner of 2nd Street in Main.
All right, so you find a good spot along the parade route and get a good view of that, and that'll be happening on Saturday, again, December the 7th. Now, I know people are, is that a Saturday or Friday?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday,
yes.
Okay. Make sure I have the day right, day of the week right. I know people are going to wonder, how can they sign up for a food vendor spot or a booth spot or be in the parade? When is all that information going to come out?
That information is supposed to hopefully come out within the next week. We have a Facebook page, Danville Small Town Christmas, and then we also have our website, which is tinyurl.com/Danville Christmas Parade. That may change a little bit since we are completely partnering and becoming one entity versus 2 separate entities last year that worked together. We're just going to be completely one entity.
And what were the 2 entities last year?
It was Danville Small Town Christmas Parade and then
Right.
Danville Small Town Christmas.
Okay.
So we're just going to be Danville Small Town Christmas Parade and events now.
So last week it was a 2-weekend thing.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, the Danville Small Town Christmas was week 1 was its own thing, and then week 2, I think, ended with the parade.
Yes, that's
Is that
correct.
right? This year, all one day from noon until 7 on Saturday, December the 7th. So it's not going to be a 2-week different thing. The Danville Small Town Christmas is going to be that one day?
Yes, that's correct.
So there's going to be all kinds of great deals going on. Obviously businesses will be open downtown for Christmas shopping, and it'll all conclude on that Saturday, December the 7th, with the Small Town Christmas Parade. And if you're looking to be involved in the Christmas Parade itself, to get a float, or if you want to set up a food truck or a vendor booth or something, you can monitor the Facebook page or the website, which again is tinyurl.com/Danville Christmas Parade. Is that right?
Yes.
Type that in, and the website will pop up right there for you. So that's coming up on Saturday, December 7th. Jasmine, kind of shifting gears to the hotel business, Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express, up there on the hill. How are things going for you all?
Things are going really well. Last year was a wonderful year, and we're hoping this year's going to be the same. With our awards last year, both of us being ranked in the top 1% in the nation within our brands. We were both very grateful for that, and we're hoping to do that again this year. And I'm impatiently awaiting the new build for our Home 2 Suites that's going in behind Cattleman's.
Okay. That's part of, so you'll have 3 hotels then partnering together, the same same
management company.
Yeah.
So we're all
what I was looking for. Yeah, management company. Okay. What's busy weekends for you all? What's some of the busier weekends you got coming up?
So we've already had one with Center Parents Weekend. We
Okay.
had another busy one with the Kentucky Heritage Jazz Festival.
Yeah. Like homecoming for Centers this weekend, right?
Next weekend.
Okay, next Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
So this coming weekend is the Apple Festival in Liberty, and then next weekend is Bourbon Chase on Friday night,
Okay.
Oktoberfest in Harrodsburg, and the homecoming weekend at Center College.
Oh, wow.
All in one weekend.
Do y'all even have a room available that weekend?
No, we do not.
You already booked up?
We are.
Both hotels are?
Yes. We've been booked up for months.
They planned like 3 massive things in the same weekend.
Yes, they did.
So that's the next weekend. What are some other big weekends coming up?
I don't know.
Are holiday weekends big for you, like Thanksgiving?
We're actually kind of slow on the holiday weekends. There's not as many people. I guess everybody likes to stay with their family, which is great.
Great, yeah.
We're not upset about that in the least bit. We're glad that people are going to be with their families and stuff. Some of the more major weekends, we have a couple of busy weekends in November because there's tournaments going on at Center College, so that keeps us pretty busy too on the weekends.
Hampton Inn and Holiday Inn Express, they are on the hill back behind Cattleman's and Buffalo Wings and Rings. And if you stay at those hotels, you also get some deals at local restaurants. Jasmine, what kind of deals do people get at these other restaurants when they get hungry? They're at the hotel, want to get something to eat. There's some good restaurants nearby.
Cattleman's offers a free appetizer with the purchase of 2 entrees. Buffalo Wings and Rings, Mi Pueblo, Guadalajara all offer a 10% discount. And 2 new ones that we've partnered with are The Still at Blue Rook Distillery. They give a 10% discount as well. And then Drake's gives a free appetizer.
There you go. It's Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express. They are here in Danville. It's Jasmine with the hotels and then with the Danville Small Town Christmas Parade as well. Joins us live in studio. It's 9:43 in the morning. We'll step aside, come back, and finish up the conversation with Jasmine right after this in the Joe Show. Don't go anywhere. 67 degrees on this Wednesday, September the 25th.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with 0 copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, I learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler of Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
Hey, chili fans, the time to come out to the Wilderness Trail Distillery Charity Chili Cook-Off and try all the chilies that the teams are serving up to be recognized as the area's best. You can vote for your favorite. Tasting tickets are just $10 to get in per person and enjoy all the chilies and free horse rides and wagon rides and music. It's this Saturday from 11:30 to 2. Your support will help benefit the Danville Kiwanis local children and senior programs. See you this Saturday from 11:30 to 2 at the Wilderness Trail Distillery in Danville.
Your new career could begin this Thursday during huge regional job fair and expo, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside the showroom in Danville, corner of the bypass and Lebanon Road. The Danville Boyle County Development Corporation, along with the Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln Chambers, have invited over 50 different businesses with many good-paying jobs available for immediate placement. Stop by between 11 and 2 for free burgers and hot dogs and free Pepsi products. Your new career can start Thursday during huge regional job fair, 11 to 2 in Danville, inside the showroom on the bypass and Lebanon Road. Broadcast live 11 to 2 on Z105.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Ah, 9:46 in the morning, a little Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charm Life. I was going to play this song, actually bringing us back, as we are now 3 months away from Christmas. September the 25th today, and Danville Small Town Christmas Parade is coming.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
And the Christmas Parade, the theme this year, what does Christmas mean to you? Now, it's still the Danville Small Town Christmas Parade, but the theme this year, what does Christmas mean to you? So, Jasmine, what does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas to me is just being festive and letting all the decorations be everywhere all the time.
Yes.
I love Christmas decorating.
Christmas decorating, Christmas music,
yes.
Christmas movies.
Yes.
And so what does Christmas mean to you is the theme for this year's Danville Small Town Christmas Parade. And if you're bringing family in for the parade or for any of the upcoming activities and events going on in the area, there's always something going on. It's the Hampton Inn and the Holiday Inn Express that can help you out. And Jasmine, you said you all the new fitness equipment in one of the hotels, right?
Yeah, we've actually got some new fitness equipment in both hotels, actually. So our fitness centers have been updated, which is great. And then we have our business center there. So if you need, to work while you're there or check some emails or do anything like that, we have our business centers. We have complimentary Wi-Fi. We have a full hot breakfast every morning that's complimentary, and both of them are great. And then we have an indoor pool as well.
Yeah. You also have the meeting space there for business meetings.
Yes.
So if you are if you're a business owner, bringing in some people you want to meet with or just have a staff meeting or whatever, maybe you need a larger space, you've got some meeting rooms there at the hotels.
We do, yes.
So there you go. It's Hampton Inn and Holiday Inn Express on the Hill here in Danville. What is the timeline on the Home to Suites? Do you know?
I wish I knew. I'm impatiently waiting.
Okay.
We are currently building one in Richmond, Kentucky, and I don't think we're going to break ground on the new one and on the one here in Danville until we're closer to being done with that one. So that's early next year.
Yeah. There you go. So all kinds of great stuff going on for Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express, and for Danville Small Town Christmas Parade. Jasmine, appreciate you being on and the great things that you all do over there, and great community supporters. I do want to mention police officers come in and they get free coffee, right? So you got a great relationship with the community workers and people like that, and that's always nice and
yes.
It makes you feel even more safe when you're there too.
And not just the police officers, even first responders. So even firefighters and EMTs. Even all of those, they can come in for complimentary coffee anytime, complimentary water, use the restroom, or even breakfast if they want it. They're welcome anytime.
Awesome stuff. Jasmine, appreciate you, and we'll talk to you later, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
9:49 in the morning. That's Jasmine from the Hampton Inn and Holiday Inn Express. And again, check sometime within the next week if you want to be involved in the Danville Small Town Christmas Parade. They'll have the link for vendor sign-ups and for floats and things like that coming up on the website in the next week and the Facebook page in the next week as well. It's 9:50. Let's see what's going on. PRN's Garage Pass, the Motor Racing Network, the Performance Racing Network, and NASCAR news. Here it is.
The Roval had a lot of moments of stress throughout my playoff career.
I don't see any reason why we can't make a deep run.
Score a lot of points, win races. Nothing really changes for me.
I'm looking forward to getting to Kansas. That'll be a tough test for us.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
Did you know that 1 in 4 vehicles on the road will need a new battery this year? Don't wait till it's too late to do something about it. Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performance batteries for every make and model on the road. So don't wait until your car won't start or you're stranded on the side of the road. Test your battery today or find the replacement you need at Napa locations nationwide, because it's our mission to keep you moving.
When it comes to maintaining your engine to run at peak performance, trust Z-Max Micro Lubricant. Z-Max soaks into metal, and it's so easy to add to your oil or gas to disperse carbon buildup in your engine, fuel system, and transmission. Protect your vehicle's engine to the max with Z-Max. Check us out at zmax.com or visit us on Facebook and Twitter to find out more about our full line of products. That's Z-Max Micro Lubricant, available at your favorite auto parts store.
After winning the cutoff race in round 1 to move on in the Cup Series playoff, Kyle Larson, as he looks at the second round, doesn't want to face the cutoff race on Charlotte's road course, needing another trip to victory lane to keep his title hopes alive.
The next one, it's like, okay, if I can go to Kansas and just do a really good job and get good stage points, get a good finish, you have a little bit more comfort going to Talladega. The Roval, to me, had a lot of moments of stress there throughout my playoff career. Hopefully, we're in a better position once we get there and can have less stress because it's more stressful than Talladega for sure.
With 28 career Cup Series victories, Larson is now tied for 30th on the all-time win list with Rex White and Carl Edwards. Finishing last in the opening race in round 1 at Atlanta, Chase Briscoe put together back-to-back top tens to move into the round of 12. Now he's thinking there's no reason he can't make the Elite Eight or the Championship 4.
We knew we were going to have 2 really, really strong runs, and that's what we were able to do, and we have really, really fast race cars right now, which is really, really exciting. We have some stuff we have to clean up, but if we do that and we execute from start to finish, I don't see any reason why we can't make a deep run.
As one of the 4 drivers KO'd in round 1, Brad Keselowski's battle plan won't change now that he's out of the playoff picture.
Score a lot of points, win races, and we'll have a shot to do that as it goes on, so nothing really changes for me.
Meanwhile, one of the nicest and smartest people I've ever known, NASCAR Hall of Famer Leonard Wood, has just celebrated his 90th birthday.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
A year ago at Bristol, the reigning champion, Joey Logano, was surprisingly knocked out in the opening round. But this season, current champ Ryan Blaney made it through to the round of 12 and believes he's destined to make the Final Four.
Hopefully we got something to get to Phoenix. I think we're operating very well right now as a group and as a 12 team. You hope you keep executing well and just see what happens. So I'm looking forward to getting to Kansas. That'll be a tough test for us. It's not been our best racetrack.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, presented by Progressive Insurance. Cars, homes, boats, motorcycles, RVs, and more at Progressive.com.
There you go. PRN's Garage Pass, Mondays through Fridays, Tuesdays through Fridays, always at 6:50 in the morning. And then later on in the show as well, if we have time, around 9:50. That's not the song I want to play, but this one is. Yep, there is a reason you shouldn't name your kid Mickey Mouse, even if you're fine with him being ruthlessly bullied. There are reasons why. A 7-year-old boy in the UK was denied a passport recently, and his parents were told it was because his name, quote, relates to a trademark or a copyright. His name is Loki Skywalker Mowbray. The Star Wars reference is intentional because he was born on May the 4th. They were told they'd have to get permission from Disney or change the boy's name. The family wasn't so hot on either one of those options, especially because they weren't trying to get anything out of the name. They just thought it was fun. The story picked up steam, and authorities emailed the family, said they would issue a passport. It had just been delayed. A boy named after a Star Wars character, which Loki's a Marvel character, right? So you got Loki Marvel, you got Skywalker Disney, Star Wars. You got Mowbray, I guess that's just his last name. But he was denied a passport over copyright infringement. Kid's name can't even get on a flight. Oh, there you go. All right, it's 9:55 in the morning. Let's see what's breaking and trending. Haven't done this segment in a while. What news headlines are making the news as you're getting this morning started off at the work, maybe grabbing a cup of coffee. Here we go. It's what's breaking and trending this morning here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. All right, Tropical Storm Helene is forcing NASA to change its launch plans. The space agency says that the Crew Dragon SpaceX launch schedule for Thursday has been pushed back now to Saturday. The mission, called Crew 9, will send NASA astronaut Nick Hague, a Russian cosmonaut, to the International Space Station. Helene expected to hit Florida's Gulf Coast Thursday as a Category 3 hurricane. An Indiana school janitor went from being viral in 2002 for singing Don't Stop Believin' for students to winning $1 million on America's Got Talent. Richard Goodall stayed true to performing Journey tunes, and last night Neil Schon and the band backed him on Don't Stop Believin'. Goodall had beat out some amazing acts to win thanks to fan voting. Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles and the Gold Over America Tour, Michael Bublé, Steve Aoki, Gabriel Iglesias, and Andra Day all performed during last night's finale. Goodall announced last night that he married his fiancée, Angie Vanonen, and their new last name was Van Goodall. They changed their name to combine both of those, but way to go to him singing a school janitor who won America's Got Talent last night. The CEO of Novo Nordisk is in hot water over the rising cost of the company's popular weight loss drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy. Yesterday, senators questioned Lars Jorgensen and demanded answers for why the U.S. faces a higher price for those drugs in other countries. Senator Bernie Sanders, the chair of the Senate Health Committee, said Americans should be treated the same as people across the globe and demanded the company stop ripping us off. Novo Nordisk charges $969 a month for Ozempic in the U.S., compared to $155 a month in Canada and just $59 in Germany. The prices are slightly higher for Wegovy, but the difference in cost between the U.S. and other countries does remain. And Dunkin' has a soft spot for pets, so they've teamed up with Milk-Bone for some treats. Milk-Bone Dunkin' Maple Bacon Flavor Biscuits, available exclusively now at Walmart. Not only that, but Dunkin', as in Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Joy and Childhood Foundation has new toys for your fur babies, and proceeds from sales go to donations for that foundation. The toys to pick from are Dunkin' Pumpkin Signature Latte toys, Dunkin' Snack and Bacon toys, Dunkin' Pumpkin Donut toys, Dunkin' Strong Brew Chew toy, the Mocha Latte toy, Strawberry Donut toy, and Donuts on a Rope toy. You can score those toys at select Dunkin' locations and on bark.com/Dunkin'. And a Long Island town has been overrun by Canadian geese, so they're bringing in dogs to help solve the problem. The town of Oyster Bay has hired a company that uses Australian shepherds to chase the birds away twice a day. Each goose deposits up to 4 pounds of droppings a day, and that waste can contain salmonella, E. coli, and MRSA. Town officials say the good thing about the dog patrols is that they don't hurt the birds, they just herd them, and the flocks take off. The hope is that the geese will fly away permanently. There are more than 235,000 Canadian geese on Long Island, and they have no natural predators there either. That's what's breaking and trending this morning here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Well, there's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of The Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Wednesday morning, and I hope I'm at the start to your work day just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices. The Joe Show, AM 1230, and the brand new 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Until then, God bless. Have a great, fun, and safe Wednesday afternoon as Curtis McPeak's Home Sweet Home leads us home sweet home. Kentucky Sports Radio's coming up next.